Hi. Oh, y'all, I'm here. I'm here, I'm not here, I'm here, and I'm not here. You know how it is. But I'm here. How you doing? Let me get up in here and say hello first, because I'm late. I'm in the building, but I'm late. I'm late. Marianne, how you doing? You got a new picture. What is that? I can't really see what it is, but I know I can see it. I'm like, it's standing now. How you doing? No, that ain't Marianne. Sammy, you got a new picture? See what I mean? I seen Marianne's name and I seen that green. And I'm like, wait a minute, Marianne got a new picture. Sammy, you got a new picture? Susan, how you doing? Sammy, how you doing? Ooh, you stuffing your face. Tell me what you eating. What you eating on? I want to know. I want to know how you doing. Selfie, how you doing? How you doing, sis? How you doing? How you doing? Your live is alive. I got to catch tonight. I got to catch it tonight. I saw you on there. I didn't get to go in. Heidi, how you doing, sis? How you doing? You still working, Heidi? Always working. I seen you over there on Tenor Kids. You always working. Stay busy. That's how bosses move. They stay busy. And one thing I learned when I stay busy, I stay out of trouble. Rob, how you doing? How you doing? You working too. Everybody working. I love it. Y'all still working. I got off at 6. Oh, how you doing? Cool Gamer, how you doing? How you doing? Crazy Cat Mama, how you doing, sis? How you doing, Doom? How you doing, little bruh? Snuggle Bunny, my snugs, how you doing? How you doing? How's everybody doing on this? What's today, Wednesday? It's a Wednesday? I don't know. I went to work, so I think it's the weekend. I went to work today for somebody. I worked for my buddy. And I promised you, I'm like, is it Saturday? Is it Sunday? People kept saying, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. I said, if y'all knew how the YouTube streets was jumping, you'd think it was Friday. Could it be Saturday? I said, nah, it's Wednesday. Oh, my crazy camera. So many people. I love each and every one of them. Please note that. But yeah, I'm good this Wednesday. I'm tired. This day has seemed so long. Why is it the day you have something to do? The next day, that's the day you can't sleep. That's the day your sleep is off. That's the day your sleep is disturbed. You're like, why today? Then the day you don't got nothing to do, you're waking up at the butt crack of dawn. So awake you couldn't think about laying down. But it's only so much you could do. So I'm like, ugh. Such is life. Then it was cold. Then it was snow raining. And then it was cold. Did I mention that? But see, I lucked up today. I got off, got right on the bus, and I'm talking suburban transportation. I'm talking the Pace. And if you know anything about the Pace, it don't run like Chicago Transit. Now, Chicago Transit is like a C minus and a D on most days. But at the end of the night, when you compare it to other cities and you compare it to Pace, honey, CTA is a saint. CTA is the best transit line ever created in the world. And again, CTA stands for Chicago Transit Authority. So, yeah, that's them. That's their trains, their buses, but all of them better. But anyway, I got straight on the bus. Then I got to the train station and got straight on the next bus within 10 minutes. So it was a win. It was a win for me in this cold day. It was a win. It was a win. But I promise you, work was so slow that I felt like time was standing still. And then occasionally it would say, all right, it's been 20 minutes. You're like, 20 minutes? 20 minutes? I thought it'd been a whole day. Yeah. Oh yeah, it was cold. It was cold. It was cold. Don't worry. Chicago gets real effing cold. Where ain't no way I'm gonna say just effing for it. It just today was doable. You know, it was cold, but you could do it. Today was cold, but you could actually make it without your gloves on. Today was cold, but but there's some that say different. There's some that say today was so cold they ain't want to come outside. But I know this thing. I know this thing called Chicago. I know you could look up and it can be below zero. Oof. And that's what I'm telling you. I gotta sit still. I gotta. I gotta. Or I'm getting in a car. Because other than that, Bonnie. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've been in the winter vortex out here. Now one thing I'm gonna say is if you live in Detroit, Milwaukee, New York, Minnesota, y'all get some whole different kind of cold. I'm talking about y'all get some kind of cold over here that makes Chicago seem like a joke sometimes. But don't think we playing. We a joke, but don't think, baby, it get cold. I remember once it was so cold in Chicago. I kid y'all not. We was in a winter vortex. It was so cold that you had to cover everything but your eyeballs. Because if you didn't, they were gonna catch frostbite. Mary, how you doing? Says they were gonna catch frostbite. And I went to the store. And when I walked in the store, I went to take the gloves and because you got to unlayer just to do something in the store. I go to take off the stuff. I pull out my phone and it was like slow motion. It fell. I'm trying to catch it. That thing hit the ground like it had hit the iceberg that the Titanic hit. Ooh wee! I mean, my screen shattered. My life changed, and I was like, Chicago and its weather. I've looked up and we've been in March, about to head into April. I mean, a couple of years ago, I think we was in April. We got about 3 feet of snow. That's it. What in the Chicago is going on? But see, one thing about Chicago is it could be 80, 30, raining and snowing in the same week. You'd be like, wait, what's going on? It was just 80 degrees in Chicago last week. That's a fact. It was 79 degrees. Let me tell you, it's summer in Chicago at 60. 50? 50. Please, forget about it. 50. 50 in January? Please, you'll take it. You will take it, love it, unzip your jacket, go outside in a hoodie. You be like, Chicago people, no, they too much. We too much. And then the hood, we call it a what kind of summer. Because you be like, it's 42 degrees. And people act like it is a party. Did they say they turning a grill on? Did they say they turning a grill on? Did somebody saying they having a juke party? It's still January. No. It's cuddle season. It's cuddle season. I remember back in the day, in the winter months, you got to cuddle with something. You got to have something to go home to. Butterfly kisses, hey, sis. You had to go have something to go home to. Or something to come over. You know what I mean? Something to wake up to. Something to keep you warm at night like you ain't had no heat. That's this cuddle season. This somebody going to be pregnant and have a baby in 9 months season, We get all them summer babies from them cuddle seasons. I'm telling y'all, you better ask somebody. That man you couldn't get to sit still all summer long or fall because it was still warm. He was still moving around. He sit a little still in January. He love a good home cooked meal in the heat on. He sits still in January. And if they're cheap using son of a, you know what, then they there because it's tax season. And that could be women or men. Don't think I'm gonna talk about a man who used a woman for money, and don't think it ain't women out here using a man up. Y'all know one of my favorite songs. When you listen to it, you say, "Oh, I need that special kind of food," and that's the song, "Special Kind of Food." That fool say, "You could do what you want, but baby, just don't leave." I said, "Wait a minute." He said, "Hold on, take my credit cards and go max them out." I said, "Wait a minute. Wait a minute." Then I thought, I don't even want nobody who's selling themselves. Because I know one thing, if you got a price tag on you, you can be bought. I look all around the YouTube here, all through the YouTube atmosphere, and all I see is people got price tags on. Some you go in the store and you be like, they almost a buy one, get one free. Some you look at them and you're like, whoo, that shit is expensive. And the damn sure ain't worth it. I know that was made somewhere at a sweatshop. And they think I'm about to buy it. Oh, no, no, no. Me don't do knockoffs, even if they good. I want the real thing. I want the real thing. That's why I tell you, baby, bye. I have nothing against no community. But honey, if I joined your community, I don't want the fake D. I only want the real one. And that's what I'm going to tell you. So if we going into the real one, let's bring a real one in here at least. You know what I mean? Because that's just me. I like the real thing on everything. If it ain't real, I don't want it. If it ain't real, I don't want it. Unless we talking here. Here's the thing with that. I really wanted it. I really wanted it. Okay, that's what it'll be on that. But other than that, let's keep it real. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. I'm not in a size 10 if I wear a 14 because I'm just a 14. You get it? If I'm a 14, I'm just a 14. Oh, well. Oh, well. If you don't like it, it's one thing. If I don't like it, it's another. You know what I mean? That's it. That's it. Man. Let's see what y'all saying. Because y'all know I be trying to read it on the thing. I can't read it. I don't even know why I try. I don't even know why I try. Yes. Yeah, 120 butterfly. I'm telling you. Done some. Oh, yeah. Yeah, y'all. Oh my goodness. My goodness. I'm glad, the streets a little quiet. That means we rested. I'm glad. Because y'all know, like I said earlier, y'all know how these streets go. Don't you dare say hello. And don't you dare say hello, because that means that you are saying that whatever the most vile thing anybody ever did in their life, you agreed with it. You be like, what? Off hello? Off I liked them? Off good morning? Off how you doing? Off of a laugh. You almost gotta, next time you're in a chat and you laugh at something, you gotta put it in parentheses, I'm laughing at a joke, not what's being said right now. You gotta be careful. You ever put a laughing emoji in the comments, and as soon as you put that laughing emoji in the comment, the person on the panel say some wild shit. We be like, oh shit, wait. And now you sitting around like a little kid thinking your mama gonna come in and notice something wrong, or no, the teacher done called them about how you was acting or whatever. You sit around waiting for them to get on, baby, bad. baby, bad. I just be like, well, if they being that nosy, if y'all gonna be Sherlock Holmes, you know what I mean? If everybody in here is Sherlock Holmes, right? How come you don't read up three comments and see there was a whole joke being told? You think everybody just sitting here the whole time in the chat indulging? Well, some are, and sometimes I am. But see, I'm not in the chat indulging. I'm waiting to see what's going on. But see, the chat like the streets, and I told y'all when it come to getting the word on the streets, that should be official. Cause see, the chat, they all in it. They done investigated. They done went over to yonder and beyond and found out some shit. And sometimes the content creators don't even know. They be, hold on, yeah, so this is what's going on. People in chat be like, no, it's not. No, it's not. That's not what's going on. This what's going on. Whoop, 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 and a scoop, doop, doop, and a shoot. And the content creator be like, and even why the hell are you even talking about it? You don't even have a clue. You don't have a clue what's going on. Somebody play Marvin Gaye. Alexa, play Marvin Gaye. What's going on? What's going on? Somebody tell me, because I don't know. I do know. I do know. And one of the good things about being a free thinker, one of the good things about being a real queen or king, speaking of kings, how you doing, Eagles? How you doing, brother? I love when the kings are in the building. I mean, all of them. I love it. I love it. I love it. There's a protection when the kings are in the building, and y'all just don't know how I feel every time I look at my analytics and my numbers and my ratios of women to men are so close. So I know even if the men haven't come in the building yet, I want to let them know I'm honored to have each and every one of them. And I mean that. And I mean that. I truly do. I truly do. I truly do. Six Bowls, how you doing, little sis? How you doing? Sweaty, how you doing, sis? How you doing? I don't want to miss nobody. But yeah, like I said, so you'll go on here and you'll be thinking to yourself, like, man, I hope people, because once upon a time I thought that. I thought, like, you know what, I ain't even going to say hello, or I'm not even going to laugh, or nothing even bad. Because I don't want nobody to think, you know. And I'm not even talking about over here. I'm just talking about in general as a subscriber. Because it goes on, this type of stuff, lots of places. But you just think, if you keep telling me about somebody, that's like if you kept telling me about somebody in the neighborhood, right? Or somebody on Facebook. Oh, they always on Facebook doing this. They be on Facebook doing this. They be on Facebook doing that. They be doing Facebook doing this. You think one day I ain't gonna go to their Facebook for myself and look? You think I'm just gonna keep kikiing and laughing about it with you? No, I'm gonna go over there for myself. Now, next time we talk about it, we could both talk about it. Cause I'm like, did you see in August that fool was acting a fool? And they're like, I ain't went back to August. See, then we talk about it. So why is it that on YouTube you think you're gonna just keep coming on here every day? I'm gonna come on here, y'all. Hey, and butterfly kisses and if one day you happen to be strolling through, or you know how the internet is, it's almost like it be eavesdropping. Next thing you know, you recommended one of Butterfly Kisses shows. And you say, now let me go on over there and check out this. That's the one I've been hearing about over there on Danny's, Butterfly Kisses. And you push play. And here's the thing. I don't care who you subscribe to. That's everybody. I don't care who you modding for, who you subscribe to, who you talk to on the phone. At the end of the night, when it comes to being able to stay watching something, that has to hold your interest. I could like you to death, Susan. But when you show me something to watch, if I watch it, it don't hold my interest. What's gonna force me to stay there? The liking of Susan, because my mind, I'm be everywhere. I'll be talking to I'm gonna be going to the bathroom. I'm gonna be cutting my hair. I'm gonna be doing all kind of shit, but watching the shit. It might be playing, But if I actually sit there and not only watch it, say, hold on a second, let me push that notification bell so I can. So yeah, so I can get notified when they come on. Then that means I'm interested. I could be interested in seeing what you're talking about. I could be interested in, man, they got a background and I wanted to put the color in my house and that just catches my attention. I could be interested because they funny and the way they break it down make me laugh. I could be interested because I'm interested. I don't need to explain that shit to you. Do you call me? I want to know this much. When was the last time a content creator got up on here and said, hey, why do you watch me? Why, when I just lied to your ass, when I done did the funky two-step, when I done told you to kiss my ass and unsubscribe 8,000 times, why do you stay? Because if they ain't asking me that, they can't ask me shit about nobody else. You know what I'm saying? I'm just from that place like, how dare you? How dare you? That's like somebody walking up to you and asking you what you doing with your private areas. If you don't, man, when that become your bitch? Just some stranger. Just some stranger just come. Hey, think about it, y'all. People be on here best friends with people and they don't even know their real name. They ain't even took the time to say we got so close. This is my name. But they'll be sitting on here. Oh, they traded out me. I can't believe it. And they using the same damn tactics they used on that we use together on everybody else. You be like, I'm so confused on what's going on. What is going on? Alexa, play Marvin Gaye. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? I'm glad I ain't got my Alexa plugged in. Because I swear I get tired of telling them to stop. Stop, Alexa. Don't play it. You don't get me in trouble. I ain't even turned my monetization on. Shit. What's the purpose these days? Feel like every time I turn it on, they turn it on. Wait, what's scary? Hold on. What I missed? Oh, sick and disgusting. Two other words that come to my mind. But yeah, you can do what you want. Like I said, if I go into a chat and I'm like, oh shit, they go butterfly kisses. And before I can even say hello in the chat, I see butterfly kisses. Like, man, Danny could shove it up a butt and she make me sick. I'd be like, oh my God, whoa. But see, the difference between me is most of them is I would come dead in that chat and be like, hey, butterfly kisses. How you doing, sis? I'm not gonna sit here. And like I said, I don't go in nobody's house and piss on the floor. I don't go in nobody's house and fist fight. You know what I mean? If I get into a fist fight in somebody's house, somebody put their hands on me in the house. Because I'm not gonna disrespect nobody's house like that. So I don't come in nobody chat checking nobody. I ain't checking shit. I ain't checking shit. But I'm gonna check in. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? So if you know one thing, you'll know I'm in the building. I'm in the building. Hey, how you doing? Don't tell you. They ain't gonna tell you she was there. Yeah, I know she was watching it because I was talking to her and she said she was watching. Now she came up in there and say hello. When she ain't coming in and shit on nothing, she came in there to say hello. How you doing? How you doing? And I must admit, you know what I'm saying? It's been a long time since I've been up in AT2's chat. You know what I mean? But it was nice. You know what I mean? It was some love in the chat. But you know, I had to go over there yesterday. I had to go over and into the chat. You know what I mean? I'd be lying to say I ain't still watched AT2. You know what I'm saying? I used to fuck with AT2 real hard. I don't not fuck with AT2 in a bad way. You know what I mean? I just always felt like he had got something against me. You know what I'm saying? I used to think it was because I was modding for Dear Vet still. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know. I don't want to put no shit in the air and make up. Now I don't want nobody to have to feel like they got to come back and talk about how I was lying on because I ain't lying on shit. I don't know that to be a fact. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But, you know, it was cool. It was cool. I like to laugh. I like to joke. You know what I mean? We be too serious on here. Everybody came on here to sign up for serious classes. Cause this shit high school, so I guess everybody got third, fifth, seventh period serious classes. Hold on, let me bitch and moan. Oh, you know what I mean? I don't know no more. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just asking. I'm asking for a friend that lives inside of me. But I don't know. I don't know. I truly don't know. But like I said, I swung through there yesterday and I thought, man, I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't even gonna lie. Can I keep it a buck with y'all? Can I be a buck? I ain't gonna lie. When I seen AT2 yesterday, I went up in Mim's chat. And I'm like, damn, Mim's been on for a while. I didn't even know she was on. I go up in Mim's chat. Terry Lynn up there, Mims up there, Jules up there. And I'm in there, I come in the chat, hey, speaking to everybody or whatever. Speaking to them laughing. And then I see AT2 up there. I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't even know he's in the chat. You know what I'm saying? So I see him come up. I'm like, oh, okay. And he coming up, and I'm thinking, oh, shit, he got that laugh tonight. Man, when you mess with a bunch of women, you got to remember one thing. Most women don't want to mess with a bunch of women. They just don't. They just don't. Because I promise you, they will. It could be like a lion's den. And it's also going to be a complete fact den. When I'm saying facts are things that happen you can see. So as soon as you say something, you better know what you're talking about. Because I promise you, they going to get you. They going to get whipped. Women can be detectives, lawyers, PIs. I'm telling you, Secret Service don't got shit on a group of women who come together for the same cause. I promise you, they ain't got shit. They will come to. So I was like, be careful. Be careful. Because this can get dangerous. This can get dangerous because if you don't come with everything, they already on a brigade. And they already got the guards up. Really, the truth of the matter is, I don't care who teaming with who. They got the guards up on the men. So if men ain't coming in as true protectors and true kings, it's go. If they think it's anything sad, say, like, hey, wait a minute. So then, while we there, I see Brienne come up in there. Y'all know one of the things about me that's different than anybody else. I'm not here on the judgment train, and I'm not here to be surprised about shit a mofo do over here. I ain't surprised about shit. Forget a mofo. I ain't surprised about shit a motherfucker do over here. I ain't surprised. I am not surprised. So, and he came in. As soon as I seen him come in the chat, I ain't even gonna lie, dog. It's about to go down. I got 6 bottles of Chris. You know what I'm saying? I knew it was about to go down. So he come in. And he come in with, my bad. I'm sorry. We gonna call it, this ain't even on you, real. This on everybody doing. We gonna call it, I'm sorry, 22. Like Ruben Studdard had his, I'm sorry, that this is that. Yeah, so he came in with it, and he was like, man, if you don't get the fuck out of here, man, please. Man. And honestly though, real, if sorry was that easy to them or to some of the people that you said these things, it would be that easy for Roadhog to just call you up and be like, sorry. Come in a panel, in a chat, and be like, hey, Joe, I'm sorry. You wouldn't. You'd be like, man, it's fuck you for life. Man, please. So you got to understand that both ways. And on YouTube, people always want out of everybody what they ain't even willing to do. People want to stop doxing. People want people to stop doxing. They still doxing. People want you to stop talking about them while they talk about you. People want to point out that you making up with enemies while they done made up with enemies. People want to point out who you with when they with somebody bad. People want to talk about you. You know, this is the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life. This is like literally what you call child's play. It's child's play. And half the people, yeah, if you're talking about it, it's for the cloud. And then some are just talking about it because who wouldn't? You know what I mean? If I was going home and I seen some tragedy in my face or some bullshit or some funny shit, you think I wouldn't talk about it with people I know, whether they knew about it or not? I would. I would. I say, man, y'all want to know this crazy shit I saw today? If you went in Walmart tomorrow and you seen two people just getting into it, talking about each other business, throwing each other phone number out in the air and then you wouldn't tell people like, man, I was in Walmart and say these two women. I thought they was friends because they was together. Obviously, they knew each other's business and shit, and they was just standing there screaming out, "You don't take care of your kids." You would. I guess you just see it and be like, keep going. I don't know. I don't want to be that immune to nothing like that. I don't want to be able to tell y'all like, okay, I see it, I get it, I got nothing good. I wouldn't be interested in fighting. Fighting what? I'm gonna fight for rights. I'm gonna fight for a resolution. I'm gonna fight for a cause. I'm not gonna fight just so I could tell y'all that on the 21st you should have seen my check. Or I filed because let me tell you, it got me clicks and views and it got me all these people, but now these people just want me to stay fighting. And even if I was the best fighter, I would need to take a break. I would need to have some substance. So it's like, nah, hell no. Fighting what? Fighting what? That's why I'm sitting here just talking about it. Vixie, how you doing, sis? That's true. And people over here be like, I know because I don't like such and such, you don't like me. Well, wow. Mhm. That really tells me how you think. Not how I think, how you think. Because how I think is that there's things I don't like, I'm not even going to mention because that's my opinion. And if it's something worth me saying, of course I will. But if it's not, what's the purpose? I'm just going to tell you I don't like somebody. I can't stand somebody like that. Somebody walking around. That's high school. Remember when we was in high school, be somebody, as soon as somebody walking around, I don't like them. Da, 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 whatever they reason, blah, blah, blah. I don't like them. There's somebody else walking around. I like them. They so cool. Hey, how you doing, boo boo? And I'd be thinking, I don't like you. I mean, you can like who you like and you can not like who you don't like. I mean, it's that fine. It's that simple. Like I said, every person I've ever pushed subscribe to, I've done it on my own. And every person I've unsubscribed to, I've done it on my own. Every person I've decided to in a chat, I've done it on my own. So today, anybody can tell me anything different. What you can tell me is there's no need for me to make comments in your chat. But I won't hesitate if I'm thinking something to put it in your comments unless you block me. That's it. And I'm never gonna say nothing mean. Because once again, I don't piss in people's house. Because I don't want you to even think it's okay to do it in man. I don't want you to even think that's how I get down. I don't want you to think that's how I play. Talk is cheap. Actions speak louder than words. Actions speak louder than words. Like I said, I don't give a damn if you a supermodel or you a Google monster. I don't care. I'm worried about the content of your character. And here's the thing: if you're a Google monster and you got a great heart and you're a good person, you almost Quasimodo to me. I can see your beauty, and it's bigger than your physical attractions. And if you a supermodel or you the finest dude in the world, and your heart is black and your soul is terrible, I promise you, I don't even see you. I don't see what you look like. I don't know. It's not even about my vision. I just don't see you. I don't see you. So if somebody was like, "Ooh, they fine as hell. Ooh, she beautiful," and I knew who you were, I'd be thinking myself, they are. I guess. Or I'm gonna say, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Cause once I see that, I don't see no beauty. Ugly is to the bone. Beauty is skin deep, but ugly to the bone. It's to the bone. It go in your blood. It's into the bone. And ugly is not your physical. It's not. It's not. It's not. And I promise you, the truth of the matter is, ain't nobody sitting in some place where they could be knocking nobody else's like their period. Because whether they was physically attractive, they got these insecurities that they don't even see that anyway. So no, please, knocking each other for what? Everybody knocking us, ladies. We gonna keep knocking ourselves. Y'all can keep knocking each other all night. Fuck that. Knock the shit y'all doing. Knock if a bitch is calling up into the funeral homes and shit. She's a shady motherfucker. Knock that if a bitch is sitting up dogging somebody's kids. She's a shady motherfucker. Period. And whether I like you later or I found out better stuff about you, that's just some shady shit. And it's okay to say that. It's okay to say that. But we don't have to abuse each other. We don't have to say it every day. We don't have to talk about it every night. Every night, we don't have to know that on October 5th, 2021, you did and said, oh, we get it. We heard it. We know. We know. We know. We know. Just like, hey, we can have a million petitions. One, they have to keep getting filled. But secondly, if you really want to take somebody down, your first thing is just like with business. If you was going to a business and you wanted to say, I don't mess with them anymore, then you stop spending your money there. You stop spending your time there. You stop talking about them. Unless, now, first of all, it could be a negative review. Go put it on Yelp. Go do something, you know what I mean? But that's how you do it. Just constantly talking about it actually gives it more attention. And it gets some people who think, oh, I feel sorry for them because everybody's always talking about them. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. And here's the truth. You could mess with him and I could still not speak bad about him. I mean, about the person messing with him, right? And I could still say hello if I saw you, and I could still never fuck with you past that. Why tell subscribers? Sorry, yeah, my mouth just got so dry. Why tell subscribers? Don't go see the mess I'm telling you about. Because if you go there, no, let them see it. So then they can know it's official what you're saying. If what you're saying a buck, they'll see it. And then they'll see if maybe they just like that. And they might be like, okay, I like that. Or they might see it and be like, I see both y'all sides. And at the end of the night, I really don't give a damn. So, hey, doesn't matter if I watch both of you. People are acting like they childhood friend went over to their nemesis who was bullying them from kindergarten to 12th grade. No, they didn't. Some mofo you knew 30 seconds who was telling you whatever just showed you they was lying. Be thankful and move on. Thank you. That the devil I know better than the one I don't know. You show me who you are, I believe you. Thank you. Because I could have been sitting around making a fool of myself, vouching for you, and everybody would be like, this dummy. You no, I didn't. I saw it. You showed me. And I kept it moving. And I kept it moving. And here's the thing. If other people keep messing with you and then you do the same thing, they know not to come to me and be like, oh, I can't believe he didn't. Yes, you can, because he did it to me. They know not to say it to me. We keep it moving. We keep it moving. Let me tell you something. I pick my battles wisely. I'm not fighting with everybody about everything. For what? For what? You ever tried to go ask somebody who's not gonna tell you the truth, who's not gonna communicate, whatever it's gonna be, they're not gonna talk. They just gonna give small answers, so they're not really answering what you're saying. Why am I gonna keep having this conversation with this person? Or they lie. Why would I keep talking to them? Why would I keep being like, oh, would you please tell me about why you did that? I deserve to be lied to. I deserve to keep arguing with them. And sometimes you see that people done had 16 conversations on their channel with each other and they ain't resolved shit. Matter of fact, they got some new problems. It's some new shit going on. They just uncovered some new shit to talk about. And then I ain't lying. I was up in 82 chat yesterday and somebody came in and they were reminding me of a YouTube creator. And not one in particular, I swear. But y'all know how I told y'all, sometimes I be in chat and be thinking, what subscriber would come in defending a creator like that, but being the creator himself or herself? It was one of them yesterday where I was like, this is weird. Who comes in here? That's like me going into something and just being like, comedian L, how you doing, little bruh? How you doing? I love when the kings are in the building. I love when the men are in the building. But yeah. Sometimes people come in the chat and just be like, so I'm pretending like I'm coming in the chat and they talking about me. So I'm at a live and they talking about me, but I'm coming in the chat, not as myself. I'm coming in under a whole nother name. So I'm coming in under, I'm tired of the drama. I'm coming in under that. I'm tired of the drama. And so I come in, and I'm like, so why is this you did this to Danny? Why couldn't you be a real friend to Danny? What did Danny do to you? Word on the street is you did this to Danny. Why would I come in to a chat as a stranger? You know what I mean? I love I love comedian now. You know what I'm saying? I love him as a subscriber. I love him as a person. Like as far as seeing him, as his character and what he's representing of himself on his channel and his kingdom. And if I went in somewhere and they was dissing him, you know how I'd get the most respect? I'd get up out of there. That's the most respect I can give. So I'm not even putting in my ears that BS because I don't think it, period, so I'm gone. That's how you show respect. If I got respect for Tina and I walk in a room and they talking about anything I know an answer to, how I show respect and saying, that's not true. No matter, I ain't got to go into her story of whatever I know to explain that ain't the truth. No, I just say that ain't the truth. People come on here and they, oh no, I know for a fact it ain't the truth because she had told me one day that. Because they was waiting to tell your business. I tell y'all, YouTube is the true definition of high school with a bunch of kids living in homes of tragedy. And the worst part is these people ain't come from tragedy. They ain't come from broken homes. They ain't come from. Not all of them. Right. Why were you there long enough to get enough? And then here's the worst part. People will send you what somebody said, right? And then be like, you'll ask them a question like, man, what made them get into this conversation? I don't know. Who else was on there that night? I don't know. That's just the part I know. Wait a minute. So you just happened to come in right at the part they were talking about me? I want to ask, was you on the panel? I'm telling y'all, a dog that bring a bone, take a bone, and bury a bone. So you better believe everybody to your best informant you got on your team. I guarantee if y'all got into it and y'all tomorrow, the same way they was doing you for you, they gonna be doing to you. I can promise you that. I'm a year in the game. I don't need no, but let me tell y'all something. Two things. One, I love to investigate some shit. So I hear about anything. One of these shorties losing their life in here. I get so deep in this shit, but a couple of weeks in, I feel like I know how to solve the crime. Cause I done been knee deep. I done went deeper than you thought people would go into to find out some shit. And all I had to use is because just like on here, people run their mouth too much. And sometimes you ain't got to go to the day it happened. Go to 2 months before. You know what I mean? But like I said, so one, I can investigate my damn self. And two, I will sit and watch your whole profile portfolio. Everything you ever put out, everything that was ever put out about you. And I sit silent until I've watched everything. I mean everything, every good thing somebody said about you, every bad thing somebody said about you. Shit. I promise you, before I speak, I don't need nobody to bring me shit. I'm like on the Wizard of Oz or the Wiz, whichever one had. Don't bring me no bad news. Don't bring me no bad news. I just don't need it. I mean, it's enough in the world going on. I don't need it. And I could care less about who was sitting around talking about me. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Shit, you know what? I love to give them something more to talk about. How about you give people this to talk about? How I'm not talking about them. I'm the type that could have watched your subliminals or you talking about me and never mentioned it. And then one day somebody could say to me like, "Oh, you didn't know they had said," and I say, "Oh, I've been knew that." They say, "How long you knew it?" I knew it long enough to know that it hurt them more that I didn't give a damn. It hurt them more that I ain't even mention it because they weren't a threat. They weren't. You gotta when you need to flex muscle should be when you need to let somebody know you on the same shit they on. Other than that, once I've done that, now it's just let's keep playing this game. But see, like I said, people playing checkers, not chess. They not strategizing. They telling everybody they every move. That's why it's not a war, it's a game. It's a game. That's why people playing around here. All over the internet, people playing. They playing with their families. They playing with their life, with their safety. They playing with their time. They playing with their supporters. They playing. They playing with their money. YouTube said, I'm giving you windows on how to make money. Everybody want to take back doors. Be careful all them people that go through the back door. I'm telling you, be careful them people go through the back door because they'll backdoor you. You got an avenue. Show me what you can do with your avenues. That's what I'm about. That's what I'm about. I sit literally every day and try to figure out all this shit. When it comes to the making the money and not letting the money make you. I don't want to sound cliche and come from the Players Club, but come on. Don't let the money make you. Make you sit up and keep apologizing for doing the same old thing. Make you sit up and just stay on the same thing. Just you go to your algorithms, and it said the day you acted a zip damn fool was one of your fan favorites. So now all you can do is give us a zip damn fool. Because that's what they looking for. They came to the circus and they looking for the clown. I ain't finna be nobody clown. I ain't never even dressed up as a clown for Halloween ever in my life. And I could be the whole comedian in your party and wouldn't be the clown. People got to know when people laughing at you and with you. Them two different things. And sometimes people don't realize people laughing at you. They all laughing, yeah, at you like you carry. They're all gonna laugh at you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's ice cream. Yeah, people that bring drama into your life. Yep. Yep. And some of them be the ones swearing they don't want to see no drama. I don't want no drama. Girl, I just want to let you know. Everybody's like they hate Danny. Nobody your friend. Nobody like you. Sometimes when people come to you and they telling you shit like that, like, sorry, y'all, it's gone. And they telling you shit like, everybody don't like you, they using you, they don't want to be your friend, they can't stand you, they this, they that, they did. That's how they feel. They feel like they can't stand you. They this. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. Sorry, Nina. Sorry about that, John. I swear my phone does not ring until I'm online. But yeah, I'm real leery of when people do that. Mm. So you're missing out. See if they haven't heard that one. Yeah. Sweaty. No. I'm done. You said you have enough troubles just getting to the bathroom. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like I said, I swear. And you can't even be yourself. Everybody talks about being themselves, but every time you see a real moment with most of these creators, they snatch it back instantly and go into characters. And then you don't know no more because the funny part is most of us in here, unless you're hiding from what you were before and you came to something else. But even still in that, most of us are coming and really giving us. So even if you're giving the angry, mad, hurt side, you're giving you. Most of us are just giving us. And I don't think anybody thinks about the emotional roller coasters we going on. Let's see. At least once a day, we are talking about severe traumas. and not in a healthy way. And people say, well, how can you have a healthy way to talk about a trauma? There are healthy ways to talk about traumas. And it's not having people so triggered with no answers. And so somebody's worse in what they were. That's never helpful. Never helpful. Because when it's in a healthy place, it's in a safe environment where people can be open. And they might not the first time you had a conversation, they might later. But then again, what is my goal when I'm doing this? Oh, it's just to tell you these traumas. Oh, and not only tell you about them, but then tell you how people torture me with them. This happens all around. You be like, oh my God. Then we got to keep hearing it. And then hold on, sometimes we're going to keep playing it over and over. And sometimes when we're watching old videos and people who were around and didn't seem to know, it's like, where were you? Because if I vouch for anything, I got to know what I'm talking about. Because otherwise, this is what you'll hear out of my mouth. I don't know. But from what I know and where I stand, they wouldn't do that. And if they did do that, trust me, because I have a relationship with them, I might have a conversation. What that conversation would be between me and them. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be for that. If everything I do on here is based on here, then it's not a relationship. It's YouTube. It's YouTube. It's work. It's work. It's my coworker. It's someone in the field, in the league I'm in, and I'm just that's it. Because otherwise, I mean, come on, like, people don't know how to do that around here. So what they do is they pretend like we're friends, so we can be on some friendly shit, and we're really on some frenemy shit, and we're gonna judge everyone who's doing exactly what we're doing about what we're doing. There, nobody on here in this area can talk about nobody who made up with somebody who did them wrong, because all the main characters done did it. So that shouldn't be a conversation. And I'm not saying that to protect my who. That's what's wrong. What world y'all living in? You supposed to cover your own ass. But I got common sense. And common sense tells me I'm not gonna judge one for something everybody doing. Oh, I better judge you. I better get all in your ass. I better. If you call him morgues, I look at you and say, I do judge you. I do. I do. If you calling dead people family, I do. If you calling anybody a racial slur, I don't give a damn what race they are. I do. I do. I do. I do hold you to a different place. It's a place where I know you don't have limits. So even if I respect you, I know one thing about you. You don't got limits. And one thing we should never do is get too close to anybody who don't have limits. Because they'll push you to your limit. So I'm wise enough to know how to move. So I don't care who you are, if you're doing that, I don't want to mess with you. You know, if you stabbing all your friends in the back, I will never have my back to you. You'll never be able to do that to me. You'd have to look me dead in my face. And that's how you'd have to do me, because it would not be to my back. You would never get my back. And if you did, I wouldn't be able to hear or reach you, or you wouldn't be able to touch me because we'd be too far back. You just see my back getting smaller and smaller because I'd be getting further and further away from you. And that don't make me tougher or better than nobody else. It just makes me know how to protect myself for real. Because most people around here keep talking about how they protect themselves and they doing all this to protect themselves, but it seems like they breaking themselves. It seems like they doing all the things that they so-called fighting to get away from. It seems like they doing all the things they so-called don't want in their life. All the things that make us be on medication, things that, come on, like, I'm confused. And that's all over the internet. broke your foot. Oh my God. Bubba didn't even like to hear that. He said, you broke your foot. Oh, man. Get better, sweating. Oh, my goodness. Bye, Tina. Tina has her surgery tomorrow, everybody. So send prayers and love to her. I mean, send it to her till she feel it. Tina's such a soldier and a strong person. And you know what I mean? You inspire me. Your strength is, I really do. I really do. That's one of the things I love about you the most. Mm-hmm. Krusty Krab. Wait, what's she saying about being sick? Yeah, I saw about her breaking her foot. You said you old as son. Age is a number. Yeah, so you asking me if I saw what Sweaty said about her foot or about her being old and getting the crusty crab on top of everything else. Oh, oh, crusty. Oh, crusty. And I promise you, crusty, I am so clumsy. My bestie always laughs if I tell her about a story I failed. And she said, well, you know, you got to have ones that fall once a year. It's going to be something I'm going to miss the whole stage. And I'm so thankful to God that I failed something. Don't get me wrong, you get those bruises and those aches that'll last a lifetime. But I'm so thankful I haven't broke anything. But oh, I definitely sometimes have two left feet. I do, just clumsy. That's me. Not saying you, that's me. I'm just clumsy. So I am a faller. I am a faller. You always figure you're the oldest. I'm 200 years old. Yeah, no, you're not. No, you're not. Yeah, like I said, it's the same. It's just another sad love song. But what I do like is every time, see, because sometimes I don't get mad about people getting over whatever they've had going on, whether it's we got over it and we just move apart. I always like when that happens because some of these feuds have been going on too long and they ain't got no resolve. So let's let the resolve just be shut the fuck up or get on some gangster shit for real. Not no, oh, I'm finna buckety, buckety, buckety and be like, oh no, we not that. No, just get on what you want. You know what I mean? Because otherwise, like, so I do like I mean, sometimes when people make up, I'm like, phew, at least that's over. At least we ain't got to hear about that. I was kind of getting over it my damn self. Because I don't have no beef in these steaks. So if we keep talking about it every day, day in, day out, I'll be like, oh my God, is that the same person? Are these the same seven stories about them? They so horrible, but we ain't got no new shit. And then they wait to tell you the new shit when it's old shit because they tell it to you 6 months later and you be like, why didn't you tell me 6 months ago? We was talking about them 6 months ago. Why was you holding this shit to your chest? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. But I be seeing that all over. And then I'm like, what you mean you known that shit since February? Like, it's October, it's November. If it wasn't important in February, it damn sure ain't important in November. It's cold outside. I got better shit to worry about. So y'all worried about petty shit. Y'all worried about, and then these same people gonna come to us literally dead ass right at the holidays. Like, oh y'all, I need to. You needed to be getting it together when you was going through all this bullshit. How you doing all this bullshit and having all these problems? Shit. I'd rather be dealing with that shit. I see Real got a live on Muzz tonight. But I ain't gonna lie, he been saying that about Muzz for months. This ain't nothing new. But see, once again, and that's why I understand, I overstand that sometimes people come out when people get into it because they really been telling their story for months, but nobody was listening. And now finally it's a voice that somebody listening to and they jump dead on the bandwagon. Oh shit, because somebody can hear them now. They got a mic and it work. And it's actually hooked up to an amplifier so they can be heard through the arena. But no. Yeah. But if you me, you been heard. All the stories. So you already know people talking about. You already know what's going on. You already understand why some people won't let it go because ain't nobody heard them for a year. They been crying the same song. Jen been crying attack for damn near 2 years, and people still don't hear. I mean, she is speaking it in a foreign language. You know, people trying to get a translator that can let them know what it is she really saying. And some people are like, I could care less. Because you've been screaming some other shit for so long, I don't even want to hear what you're saying. But like I said, I hear what people saying. Right. I'd be worried about snow and blizzards and cold and the bus being stuck on the street or making us. I ain't gonna be thinking about no, you know what I mean? And I'll still watch it. But even in real life, like all of us have priorities. All of us have physical health, have people we love, we have things going on. I'm not gonna consume myself with extra shit when it's real life going on. I can watch. And I can know when not to watch. I can know when I'm like, oh, you know what, this seemed like too much. Or it's got me crying. I'm sitting here bawling. I ain't turn on this shit to bawl. Why am I crying? They ain't tears of joy. It's not tears because we happy. Oh, I'm sorry. It's tears because it's reminding me of this attack I had on my life and how that person ruined my life. And wait a minute, you letting me know how yours ruined forever too. Thanks. Thank you. That don't sound like fun. That don't sound like fun. I don't know about y'all, but I ran more to YouTube during the pandemic for peace. I ran for peace. I ran to laugh. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed laughter. I enjoyed, actual conversations. I enjoyed feeling comfortable enough with people that I never even met that you could share. I felt comfortable. But nowadays, you like, shit, I'm scared to share anything. People scared to share their whole name, their real name, they fake anything. And I don't blame them. It's subscribers. Every day I get a subscriber who tells me They came out the bushes, and I tell y'all, this is a throne. I'm gonna change the way you say it. You was on the throne. You gonna be in somebody else's chat saying, "Man, I'm coming off the throne to come on in," because you royalty. You royalty, whether you with me or without me. You know what I'm saying? You gotta feel that for yourself. Want better for you don't make me better than anybody else. Just make me want better for me, and I hope you want better for you too. But people won't even come out the bushes or the throne, whatever they calling it these days. I'm calling it a throne. But people won't even come out because they too scared that somebody might see them and say, "I thought you belonged to me." And then the main people that want to tell you what to do and everything else, you be like, you ain't even protecting you. I'm protecting me because I'm all right. I'm moving, grooving, and then doing what I want to do, and I'm not hurting nobody. My name, when you're having your meetings, your group chats, your IGs, or your personals, or your memberships, or whatever people do them on these days, when you're doing that, my name is only in it because people hating if it's bad. It's not because I'm out here doing nothing bad to you. To me, like I said, I stand in any and everything I ever said or did on here. And if I had to do them again, I'm gonna do them exactly the damn same way. Because that's how much I'm standing in them. Period and point blank. I know for a fact Wanda's on my shit list 2022. But I still could come in a room and hold a conversation. Well, it's on my shit list forever. And I still can say, I don't want to see her bully. I won't degrade her looks. I won't. But her moral compass is shot with me forever. 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 Because let me tell you something, when somebody dies, it's forever. And if you disrespect the dead like that, it's forever with me. I don't give a damn who changed their mind. And I don't get mad if nobody like her, don't like her. I don't give a damn. I'm not going to get into every live that's about her, dissing her. I'm not none of that. But Hunter, you showed me who you were. And I believe you. I believe you. I believe you. 150. But I still ain't got to disrespect you. But I'm not going to bite my tongue on that. Period. And like I said, after my cousin died, it got real personal. Because I'm saying fuck anybody who do that. And I mean that shit. And it's fuck them till I ain't breathing no more. Period. And that's with respect. I could see you in a place and you could say hello and I say hey. I never hold a conversation with you. I never get on a panel with you. Never. About shit. Nothing. It could be saving the world. I had to get on when you get down. With respect. But no. Even with Juan, like I told her, I ain't gonna sit in the chat and talk about you to make hurt your feelings. You crazy as dog shit, though. Period. Take that how you want, because I don't even know if dog shit is crazy. It's just the same. But you, mm-mm. And y'all ever notice on YouTube, people swear they wasn't watching, but they pop right up when their name was there? Mm. If I pop up when my name is said, I was watching and then I came in because my name was said. And I'm warm enough to say like, hey, I figured I should come in because I keep getting called. I'm not gonna come in like I just came in. And then some people are such puppets on the internet that they'll literally say, I kept getting sent stuff, and so I came. What was the stuff? Was the stuff saying jump and you said how high? See, y'all can't see this. See, people be watching this shit and watching it from a different perspective. They watching it trying to Captain Save a hoe. Don't. Most of these people like gangsters. They got their own back. Trust and believe that. Sure, you ain't gotta say nothing. Just watch. They doing it so you can see it. Some of them doing it so they can bust people out and you can see the truth. And some of them doing it because they need the clicks and the views. They want the clout. You gotta watch and know the difference. You gotta watch and know the difference. And I can respect everybody because I got no beef and nobody's steak. I don't. I don't. Oh, that's right. We love you over here, Sweaty. We do. And we love on each other over here. You know how you go some places and you know who the team, who in the team, who part of the team, and who not, who cool, who in the in crowd and who not. What in crowd? Half these people on the outskirts. They ain't on no in crowd. You put them in society and they'll be the ones looking for the in crowd to run. And not the in crowd. The in crowd don't have to push as much, don't have to do this much. Mark Jean, hey sis. How you doing? YouTube is not what you thought it was and everything you thought it was at the same time. You have to remember that. You have to know that. YouTube is a lot of what you didn't think it was, and it's way worse than you ever think it could be in some parts. You have to know that. But then there's other parts that are great. And everything that you could possibly ever want to look for is on here. And sometimes you have to have, and that's why you have to pay attention to. Do creators give me uploads too? Do they actually give me videos? They took some time. They do anything, or are they just a live streamer? Now, most of them, if they in the mess, they're just gonna be live streamers, really. And they might give you some shorts, but that's really what they're gonna be based on because that's what they do, and that's how they make their bread and butter. And it's okay. I mean, like I said, it'd be a lie to say people aren't doing things for clicks and views, but it's how far do you go for clicks and views? What won't you do? What you willing to do for clicks and views? You know what I mean? That's the question. And some people is willing to sing and dance a jig. Some is willing to sell their soul, sell people out, endanger their family. The limit is, what I'm saying? It's no limit, and Master P ain't even involved. You know what I'm saying? Somebody play Look, Alexa, play Master P. Bout it. Because I swear we need music for this shit. We need music to this shit. Let me play that in my ears at least. I don't know. I guess the same way it's fun. The same way it's fun to, or it's cool or accepted to literally be sitting in a chat judging people about the same shit you doing somewhere else. You know how many chats you can watch? I mean, y'all start watching them with different eyes, and you'll be like, you'll see it like me. Sometimes I'm watching a chat, and they're literally like, "Can you believe over there they're doing this? And look, they're doing that. And they're all in our chat while you're in their chat. Oh my God, they're over there lying and they're doing this and they're being mean. You see the things they're saying, and then you read in the chat, and they're saying some of the most terrible things about people. And it's like, how are we talking about it while we're doing it? That'd be like me coming on here wasted. Now, if I chose to do that, that'd be my choice. It's like anybody who does that's their choice. If I came on here wasted, but all I did was talk about how I can't stand content creators that get wasted on their channel while I'm wasted. And there'll actually be people in my chat saying, "Oh, I can't stand a content creator who get wasted while I'm wasted." That's what goes on YouTube. So on YouTube, we really sit and talk to somebody about something that if they, oh, she ugly, she don't look like nothing, she fat, she ain't even attractive. Oh my God, they're talking about my looks. And we really got to stop talking about each other's looks and down each other's weight. Wasn't you just doing it 5 seconds ago? Hey, Danny be walking around here saying I ain't here to shit on nobody looks. Tell me where I shit it on somebody looks. Where? Where? Danny sitting on here saying, I ain't with nobody chat shitting on nobody. And if it's anybody I ever said anything, I've said it to them. So show me where. Where? I said, I ain't playing about nobody kids. I done came on here and didn't care if the popular vote was that person or not. He said, I ain't playing with their kid neither. Here's a letter to their kid from me saying, hey, these adults over here, and I was in this area, but I'm letting you know, all us didn't stand for that shit. We wouldn't have had that shit. We wouldn't have been in that shit. We wouldn't have done that shit. So that's why I say people over here in the internet. When I say over here, I mean in the internet world. They do things that are just where you like, if I see it, I'm like, oh, I see it. I ain't worried about it because I see it. I see you lying. I see you messy. I see somebody got some strings tied to you. I see it. You want to? Yes. It's just gonna keep growing, Margene. It really is. They Yep. Tears are more joy, pain, and hurt. You know what I mean? So you can have the tears of loss, sorrow. You can have tears of pain from physical pain. You can have tears of joy from life, for being acknowledged, for growing, for seeing where you came from. You know what I mean? So many reasons of tears, but like you just said in there, for a long time to me, tears was weakness. Tears was weakness. And as a woman, we already supposed to be a damsel in distress so we can be protected. But yet, most times we are left to fight alone. So you got all these women with all these walls and these barriers, and don't let them be a woman who suffered being ARD, or a woman who suffered SA, or a woman who suffered DV, because then they have a hella walls up. And what you call mean or this or that is just protection. Because when I was sugar and spice and all that was nice, I felt violated. When I was nice, somebody took it as weak. And when I cried into those pillows many a nights, the pillow dried it because it was nothing else. There was no tissues, there was no relief. And some people told you to suck it up. Some people told you to straight suck it up. Oh yeah, that sugar scrub, yeah. Hmm. Yeah, those bath bombs were real good too. I had so much fun in that bath with the bath bombs. Well, not so much fun. Just I just enjoyed relaxing and chilling in the bath, and I just listened to music. And what's so funny is I sat in the bath that day and I listened to the sounds of the ocean, and I just chilled. And I was so mad I didn't have my shower pillow, my bath pillow with me. I had a little bath pillow that you could put your head on. Oh, Martine, get better, sis. She's not thinking fruit. That's right. You'll be right there. Definitely praying you feel better, sis. Oh, I know you weren't feeling good around your birthday. Oh, mama. Get better. Like I said, people forget it's flu season. Then this weather, this weather, I'm surprised more people aren't sick. Oh, that's good. Oh, I'm sure. Oh, and 8 days of being sick too. Ooh, get better and better. Oh, because I swear the older I get, everything got to bounce back. I get sick, then got to get better from being sick. I mean, everything got to bounce back. And I'm like, every bounce back got to be in slow mo. Can my bounce back be a little faster? Like, dang, I'm too old for this. And I could hear my grandma saying, yeah, nah, you're never old. Like, you as old as you're supposed to be when it ends. And I just think, no, that can't be true because some people are young. You know? Mm. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and I know because it's a work day and it's late. Like I said, man, we got to really be sending good vibes out and love out to each other. We all going through something different, but going through. So as we going through these different things, it's funny. Like if when you going through, it's like a tunnel. It's dark, but yet in this dark tunnel, we done bumped into each other, guys. And the best part is because we going through, we gonna come to the light together. A different light than we done seen before because we going through things, different things. But them different things, whether it was our health, whether it was a loss, whether it was a finance, whether it was our housing, whether it, no matter what it was, we all ended up in the same place. And who knows? I can't knock the bullshit if the bullshit let us here because it was just a bump in the road. It was a part of it. And taught me how to navigate through it. Like I said, I don't know about y'all, but I always said if I ever did high school over, if I ever did being young over again, I'd do it different. Knowing what I know now, there's no way I can't pimp this game out. Because I know better, so I do better. I can't move the same way I used to move, knowing the results ain't get me where I wanted to go. It might have got me through, but it ain't get me where I wanted to go. That's just me personally. That's me personally. It was in seven. It was the night before. That was your birthday gift. It was like, take this and take it and enjoy. That's right. Thank you, Susan, Emma Lou, Tina, Swatty, everyone. Margene, everyone. Mm. That's how I be. That's how I be. I probably. Oh, I don't even like talk. I don't even want to talk about it because then you get knocked. I don't get. Mm. And see, even when your eyes leak like that, those are tears of joy forever knowing them and tears of loss but not having them anymore. So it's I hate to say a joyous pain. The monkeypox. Hey, you have to. You have to do things. Cool. Believe it or not, well, y'all probably know it. I just found it out a couple years ago. It's a lot of people who go to warm places for the winter. I did not know that. And even if it's just warmer than where they at, I did not know that. But I had people say that to me when I like go to the store or when I was out in Georgia, and when it was winter, and I was like, and they were like, "Oh, you came out here for the winter to get away from Chicago?" Wait, what? Because I came in the summer, and it was hotter than the boiled ass out there. I was like, no. So no, but yeah, some people do that. Had a little vacation home where they can vacation away from the winter. But that's one of the greatest parts. Like even if you're a grandma, unless like the kids, if they lived with you or you were raising them, and you were a part of, the right now in the up in them like completely, then you couldn't. But when the kids grown, you can actually say, "I'm gonna go out of town for the blah blah and do this. I'm gonna, you know what I mean? Because you can still keep in touch with them. You can cash out them if you had to. You know what I mean? You can still do that kind of stuff, but you could actually just move around. And sometimes I forget that part because you always in the back of your mind instantly think about like if the kids this or the kids that. And so sometimes I'm like, wow, my kids are grown. But if tomorrow, you know what I mean, they had to all stay in here with me because they like, they my children. You know what I mean? And that's what's wrong with I think sometimes as a parent, people think if I'm not telling you my kid was a scholar of this and perfect, I better not be telling you nothing about they're my children. They're my children. And there's never shame if there's anything, it's just prayers that they get that together. That they get better on what that is and that starts beating them up or hurting them or taking, you know what I mean? That's it. No, they're never gonna be an embarrassment. They're your children. They're your children. And if they're an embarrassment to you, then they are a complete embarrassment to the whole world. Because the truth of the matter is, even if it was everybody in the world thought they were an embarrassment, you shouldn't. Like you shouldn't. Like no matter what nobody said about Nina, you my knee. Even though that ain't one of my children. It is one of my children. Look, at the same time, he isn't, he is. He couldn't, he could. Let's see. Nina. Neat. Yeah, I like the snow, and I most like the snow when I'm Nina. You know, that text me. I most like the snow when I'm inside. I do. I do. I love the snow. I love when people clean the sidewalks and there's fresh snow on the side. But when you walking through it before it's shoveled, or when some people shovel but some people don't, can't stand it. When you driving in it as it's snowing, can't stand it. But other than that, I love the snow. They don't. They don't go around shoveling for cash like they used to. Yeah. I don't want to be anywhere that's hot all year round. I don't. I need you to change seasons, and I don't want your season to be rain. Like, don't give me a rainy season because rain can sometimes mess with you. Like, just it just a mess with my energy sometimes. Like, oh God, we can't just have rain every day. It's gloomy. It's gloomy out. And baby, it's cold outside. I love when it get cold outside because I just want to hear that song. Baby, it's cold out. I love that song. The purple room. I like that. They say purple is a color of royalty. Oh wow. Yeah, I remember back in the day when my kids were really young, and one day I told my sons it snowed real bad. I said, "Well, when I was young, kids got the shovels, and they went and rang people's doorbell and saw if they wanted them to shovel, and then they paid them for shoveling. You know what I mean? And my kids went out that day, and they made money shoveling. They were, I said, but you did work. You didn't just go out and ask somebody for something. You did some work, and you earned some money. You know what I mean?" But when I was young, that's what people did. They went shoveling. Not me per se. I've shoveled before with people, but nah, nah. I barely want to shovel my own stuff if I have to. Shoot. Now, don't get me wrong. If I had an elderly neighbor or somebody with disabilities, or something, I go shovel their shit while I shovel mine, but for free of charge. But and people don't know if you shovel too fast, like, you can really hurt yourself because it's very strenuous. Oh, y'all had snowmobiles. Oh wow. That's a keepsake forever, even if you never getting back on the snowmobile. Mm. You know what's funny? When I think about childhood in school, I swear there was days that the snow was like high, like you wore real snowsuits, but school was still open. Like, I'm trying to think if we ever had something that shut our school down when I was young. No, but when my kids were in school, grade school, high school, like junior high, high school, I felt like the schools just closed for any reason. It'd be like, oh, it's teacher institute day. It's teachers do their nails day, and the fellas watch a football game. It's teachers. It's student half day. It's student just stay home with your mom and dad day. I'm like, what days are these in school? What, we didn't have these days, and then I kid you not, the kids, the news will be saying, yeah, we got a chance of snow tomorrow, like a 50% chance of snow. And the kids will be like, school's canceled tomorrow. You be like, no way, they're not canceling it. Next thing you know, here come the list. And you go Google it. And the kids like, you can Google it. And you go and say, wait a minute, they closed for a couple of inches of snow. They closed because it's 0 degrees. I kid you not, I've been in school, it's been below zero. Say, these kids are soft. Sorry, y'all, this is my son. Like, y'all be on something. These kids, I mean, they get to stay home from school for anything. Hey, BB, they get to stay home for any reason. Go get you some sleep, Susan, because I'm in here running my mouth and it's 10:30. But go and get you some sleep. The blizzard of '78, right before I was born. Oh, wait, 24. Oh, everybody got this cold front. Mm. Yeah. Good night, Susan. Get some rest. You've been overworking. I'm surprised you didn't leave early. Get on out of here. Get you some sleep. Tina got surgery and got her procedure in the morning. You gotta get up for work early at the butt crack of dawn. You gonna put your head down on the pillow. It's gonna be time to wake up. Go and get you some sleep. Marianne and me got it. That's the one thing about the team. You know what I mean? So go on get you some rest, sis, because that's what we want you to do. That's one thing about me, y'all. When it comes to my team, trust me, I'm always thinking about it. You know what I mean? If I'm talking to my team and I think they tired or they might be feeling whatever I might think is going on, I'm gonna say I want to make sure they okay. Cause I know one thing about my team, just like how I'm that loyal to think about them, they that loyal to think about me. That Susan up here probably falling asleep. Thank you, sis. Thank you. Much love. Much respect. So I never hesitate to throw it back. Sometimes I might not come on just because I say, let me let them get some break in time. You know what I mean? Let them just, sit still. You go on watch some shit on YouTube if you want to. Yeah. And so I do. I love them. I love them and my sisters. And my sisters like, now it's just me and my sis, Mary Ann. We got it. We got it because the best thing in here is my moderators don't have to sit around and govern the children. We ain't got no babysitters up in here, do we? And my moms ain't babysitters. They not. They not. They joint chiefs of staffs. That's it. That's it. They ain't no babysitters though. Mm. Mm. Oh wow, you used to do a lot. You was jet skiing, snowboarding. Oh wow. So then you could regular ski. I always wanted to learn how to ski, but I cannot lie, y'all. After what shares husband? Ex. I'm telling y'all, I was like, oh no, skiing is that dangerous? But skiing looks like so. And when they, I used to be like, oh my god, it looked cool as ever. I wanted to go slope down slopes. I mean, in my mind, I was a skier, though. In my mind, I could bend the knees the right way. It was perfect. I ain't never skied nowhere. And when I put on skis, the one time I put skis on, I was like, oh, this seems like a lot of work, and these things are longer than I thought. No. Yes. That's right, Marianne. That's what I said. It's me and my sis, Marianne. Uh, but yeah. Mm. Oh, wow. What am I people saying? Oh, wow. Prayers to all them, to all involved, to all family, friends, loved ones. Bullshit just lead to more bullshit. Well, that's okay. I always have typos. Right, I was just saying, I've learned to just read through typos because Lord knows I'll be here. But it's always somebody who got to let you know you had a typo, and you be thinking, you honestly think that's what I was saying? Like blah, blue, blah. Somewhere I made a mistake. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, and they utilize the beach. What a shame. Yeah, like I said, I love snow. I do love snow. That I can't lie about. Yeah, I'm always making typos. And I swear, like, it's always with the same letters. I'm like, I'm so not typing the A, it's the S. It's always the same letters. I kid you not. You be like, no, 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 no. I was saying, oh, not I. No, 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 not M, N. It's always the same letters, man. I promise you. Well, I hope they got them. I would love to, but the way our country is ran, that once you get into politics, one thing you got to know whether it's your party or the next person's party, they all working for each other. Like it's the same party. That's the party. The party is their party, as far as I'm concerned. So then you end up coming something you don't want to be. I like being this free, and because really being for the people is the best one. So I run for the people, so we can all wake up and know that the fights we fighting ain't gonna never get us nowhere because they ain't got us nowhere. They ain't made shit better. My kids, y'all know I hear that. Make America great again. I thought, when was it? And for who? Who? Because if it was great, it's for everybody. If it's just great for me and mine, that's not great. That's okay. Because I'm okay. But then I gotta be surrounded by the rest of this peasant world that it ain't great for, and that's never gonna work. Most of us don't believe in these crimes and these things we see, but it's what's going on around you. And everybody acting a fool. And I go point the finger and I could be, oh, they all this color, they all this kind, they all, it's still a fool. Oh, that's good. About the little boy and Munchie. Yeah, that's not far from me. Yeah. But why would they? I mean, once again, and it's no knock. I love my country. I really do. But one of the realest things I have to know is that most of the things they telling me about in one place are the things taking over my country. That's it. That's the sample. I remember being a little kid, never hearing, I mean, not saying that, drugs didn't exist, but never even hearing about it like that. The next thing I know, I start hearing this big campaign about your mind on drugs. It's just, they cracking the eggs. It's this commercial coming on all day, every day. And within those next few years, it seemed like that's all you knew about. Like you saw it on the streets, you saw it in life, and I'm a kid. So it's a lot of things we be like, oh, we need to do this to get it. Each one just got to be responsible for themselves. That's at the stance and the point I'm at. Like I can't, like I said, even behind some of these guys out here and they doing the wrong things, there are women they look up to, and if they were just saying something different, being something different, showing something different, and like I said, you can't control somebody else, but I just feel like together, like each one, If I'm somebody to somebody else and they see me change, maybe they'll change. And they won't change the way I change. They'll change for the better of them. That's why I'm like, each one reach one. You're going to reach somebody I ain't going to reach. But if you reaching them because you got stronger, Spikey ain't said, because you got stronger, then hopefully that's what they do for them. And then see the power that comes out of them getting stronger. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it like, become me. Become the best you. Fall in love with you. Mm. Oh God, how stupid was that? Why would you lock somebody in a suitcase? That is just saying. I can see it now. I can see them. Because the people on YouTube, it don't matter if it's just in the sector they in. They think if they big in there, they run the world. They don't even run YouTube. I don't know like I said, if we go right now, go look up the top 10, and you can put them in any category you want. And see if one of these mofos over here come up. Not one of them gonna pop up. YouTube's top 10, whatever list. Top 10 people 25 to 40. Top 10 people talking about this reality. Name the reality show. Whatever it is, they're not gonna come up in that top 10. But they'll run around like they so big. They YouTube is sitting around screaming their name. No, we are. It's a big difference. And look, this is how you know we are. Because go into any other sector you know outside of this one. Go say one of these people's name. And people say, who? Who the fuck is that? They did what? Wait, why y'all still be what? Because they don't know who you're talking about. They don't have a clue. And that's for every sector somebody in. You go in another place, as you talking about somebody big, don't nobody know who you talking about. Like I told you, I remember when Tasha K came on Gossip Girl's panel, and Gossip Girl was bigger. Now they both got very large platforms, but that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, but still, you go to some of these people page that we talking about a day in and day out over here, and nobody knows who they are. They don't. They don't. They don't. But in their mind, they the biggest thing since sliced bread. And that's fine. Ain't nothing wrong with loving yourself and believing in yourself. I think we all should. Conjunction junction. What's your function? Oh, you throwing back, I see. Case Camo, I heard that. Oh, really? I tell you, I ain't watching no TV today. Hmm. If you touch one person, you won. Because the power you touch them with could touch somebody else, which could touch somebody, and that chain keeps growing. The problem is everybody want to come in and touch everybody. Well, let me tell you something. You ain't gonna touch everybody the same. You can have a whole room screaming you are the shit, and somebody is screaming in the room. You make me sick. Yeah, because some people, I mean, they so close. They'll say the way they looked, I ain't even like them, so I couldn't talk. I couldn't listen to them because I ain't like the way they look. You be like, damn, your mind is closed. Because you look great, and I'm thinking you ain't talking about shit. But I still listen in case you said something I needed to hear. Just like I told you, can't nobody tell me they so big. You know how people on YouTube be like, well, they got 100,000 subscribers, so they the shit. But then they'll be talking about your name, and you think, how they know my name if they such the shit, and I'm nothing? How, Sway? Just like people will be like, I've been in a relationship 25 years and it ain't shit. Don't be throwing them numbers out to me. They don't mean nothing. I'd rather been in a relationship 2 weeks and trusted that person more than y'all relationship when it ain't shit. Oh yeah, she went way back. Hmm. Yeah, I can't do all that fighting. Yeah, that's it. People be having a million subs, but if you change from the bullshit, you wouldn't have 100 people. So I mean, who cares? I mean, and who cares if you did have the 10,000? Like, okay, for instance, like I'm gonna just use this person as an example because I want to make sure I say the right number they got. I've been subscribed to them for 2 years. Let me make sure I say the right number because I was about to say a number, but I could be wrong. So I'm going to. Okay. So Wet Sock has 297,000 subscribers. Now, when I first got subscribed to him, he didn't have that. That's not where he was at. Now, don't get me wrong, he was a nice number, but he wasn't there. But he has 297,000 subscribers. He puts out a video, and within an hour, it has over 100,000 views. You know why? Because most of those people are actually watching for that. The numbers should match when you're giving the people what they want. It's called supply and demand. I'm supplying what they're demanding. Now, when I'm doing it on the hate team, I'm gonna have a 30% group that truly is over here because they hate that person and they just want to be with anybody who hates that person. They will find people who hate that person. That person can have 5 subscribers. They don't care. You just somebody talking about the person they hate, and they just need a group of people that hate them too. So they all come. You know, that's why some people, as soon as you say certain name, they gonna come in. Bam, here they come. Because they going anywhere a mofo talking about that mofo. It's all over the YouTube. It's just how it go. Then sometimes you got the haters that's watching because they wanna see when you go to roast that person, them eat you alive. Because some people know it. They say, nah, they about to eat you. A comedian now got he live right now. He got my Biggie as his screens. Any Biggie, see Biggie there, I'm there. I love Biggie Smalls. But yes, like I said, so some people be talking, you be like, you ain't even on nothing. What you talking about? You not even the biggest one I watch. You talking about this shit. But you are one of the people who do. So just enjoy that lane and become the best of what you're doing. That's it. Wait, what did I just type in? Sorry. Okay. I'm just giving an example. Like I said, some people, you be like, yo, shit don't match your numbers. You know why? Not because I'm not quick to think somebody faking it. But it's because you're not really. I don't know. You're not giving what you built off of. So if it was bad, you better stay in the bad because that's what they like on you. They probably not gonna like you when you good. They're not gonna like you when you're trying to be nice and sweet. But they gonna love you when you go from good to bad though. Oh, they gonna love that. Oh, when you go from sweet to nasty, sweet to trifling, sweet to almost saying shit that's gonna get your whole page shut down. Oh, they gonna love you. They're gonna love your dirty, funky draws. They gonna be putting out parades and banners for you. That's right. And you will get monetized as I mean, even if you don't want to be monetized, because you can, Margine, like, you're gonna get monetized. I know that, but even as your business grow, it is because it's gonna bring more and more people because you have a great business and great product. But yeah, yeah, without being, and that's it. I mean, I swear, it's almost like YouTube needs to have like a police department. I'm not talking about like a real police department, but like YouTube police, so you can be like, I feel like I am being followed into chats, and hold on, let me show you where these people actually keep putting screenshots up. Where there's my comment. So even if I'm not involved, because I don't think people realize this, when you send a screenshot, if I send a screenshot right now to the screen, but I just want to show you sweaties, by me having their name on it, it's gonna make people start watching them. For what? Why is we watching each other? What is we I spy? I spy a bird with my good eye. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing around here? And then people out, and then this person right here, I don't like them because they do that. Why they got somebody just like that on their team? I don't like when Marianne be doing that with Danny. But I got a whole Marianne over on my, get out of here. You ain't got a squad like mine because we move a little different. And the same people that you can move. Here's one thing about me. I can move with the same people somebody else move with, and we ain't got the same person. I got the best of them. You didn't. You got the worst of them. You got the part of them that's fighting. You got the part of them that's messy. You got the part of them that's sneaky than a mofo. I didn't get that part. I got the best of them. I got the part of them that wasn't in fight or flight. Like, and that's what I'd rather have. Because y'all getting the best of me. I'm not in fight or flight. Because I know I ain't shit when I am. So why would I be giving that to people? Is that my sister Heidi back? No, hello here, sis. Don't tell me you still working. I forget we on different time zones. Please don't tell me you still working, my Heidi. Mm-hmm. You have to, because your subscribers are who make you. But these creators, they got more time for each other. They don't talk about each other. They think about each other. They praise each other. They diss each other. They, you know what I'm saying? Wash each other's ass. I don't know, but it's just that, and they forget who helped to build them up. Good night, sis. I know you tired because you was still working 2 hours ago, so I know you tired. Good night. Mm-hmm. What's MLM? Oh, you do art sweating? Painting is so therapeutic too. It's so therapeutic. Oh, I don't forget. Matter of fact, the fact that I don't forget is how I know the whole scope of the dope. So I know how to move around, watch what's going on, but I don't forget. I know just, and then sometimes it'll hit me one day like, you remember a year and a half ago when you didn't know who that person was talking about? That's such and such. Because sometimes I have to forget that negative part to see them. Because if I come in straight off negativity, then I don't see them at first. And then sometimes I see them and I still see them for the exact negativity. And sometimes I don't. Because I'm like I said, I got no heaven or hell, no jail to send you to. So I'm not sitting here in judgment. But I like to know for real, for myself. Because I know sometimes when people telling you, they telling you from their perspective. They telling you what their objectives at the end of it, not mine. They don't care what's for real. They care what they want you to believe. So they're giving you all narratives. And some people just giving you facts. This is how I feel, and you don't have to, and they mean it. And that's how I am. You don't have to feel how I feel about something. I don't want you to. I want you to feel how you feel about it. But I want you to stand as strong in your convictions as I will for mine. You know, I never tell nobody who to be around. As long as, no matter who they around, that the same person they give me is who they give me behind my back. As long as that's so, I don't give no fucks who you around. Period. Period. That's it. And if you choose to be different, I won't blame myself. I'll just tell myself, hey, I got to see what you was under pressure. I tell people all the time, I'm never going to tell you my man don't cheat and he just sit at home. Of course he don't cheat. He don't go nowhere. Who he cheating with? He cheating with you in the wig? Because, I mean, who is he cheating with? But now if he go out, you could tell me what he don't do because at least he going somewhere. He ain't on that. You know it because he goes somewhere and he got, you know what I mean? But don't go. But yeah, no, please. I'm just not about that when it comes to you can go where you want. Who on here ain't made a mistake? And you're not disposable. You're not. You're not. Here's the thing. There's not one person when you're actually giving yourself to people who can be you. And when something's disposable, it can be easily replaced with something that's just like it, where you couldn't tell the difference. And to me, when people are giving me themselves, they can't be replaced. No matter what, you could be, oh, you remind me of, because you ain't around, and somebody can say, oh, you remind me of, but that's not you. And that's how they, like I said, they'll treat you just like the same subscribers who begging you to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Don't y'all notice I don't say that? I used to say it on my uploads. And I swore I ain't saying it on my lives. And I'm not gonna say it on my lives when we just chit chatting because I'm not here politicking. I'm here chit chatting. I'm here shooting the shit. I only put a description in because in part of being monetized, when your video, when you put the monetization on, you need to have a description, a thumbnail, you gotta have it all. So I just put a look, but I be thinking I just came to run my mouth. Came to shoot the shit with my people and came to catch up. Came to vent, came to laugh, came to talk about it as the YouTube turns, came to do one or the other, you know what I'm saying? But I can't have a good time. But I don't. Because sometimes the same people be begging you to do this, do that, do this, hit my membership, do this, do that. It'll be the same people, fuck y'all, I don't need you. As soon as one come, one go, you be like, damn, even if we came and go, first of all, if you a YouTube creator, you gonna know some gonna come, some gonna go. And you gonna know that you gonna supposed to keep growing and growing and growing, so it should be more and more. Not here. We at the promised land. We done hit the. And I swear, YouTube creators be going in harder on subscribers than on the other content creators. You be like, wait, this whole mofo been shitting on you for 20 years, and they got a better chance of getting than the subscriber who was in another person's chat. Get the fuck out of here. Take that to somebody else. That tell me you chasing clout. On a clown's in a clown's vehicle. So there's a whole bunch of clout chasers jumping out there because in the clown vehicle you can fit like 20 people in it. 20 clowns come out that vehicle. But I learned that that's because they coming from under the ground. But that's a whole nother trick on the clowns. But 20 clowns come out that vehicle. No, I'm not. I'm not. And that way, when I do go off or I say something, or I stand in it. I said it, I meant it, and I ain't saying it twice. Y'all gonna repeat it. That's what people repeat it. They gonna repeat it. 18 million times. Who cares? Then I better make sure I said what I meant. And I meant what I said. I'm telling you, when I feel like I need to tell somebody something, all that's going through my head is, say what you mean to say. Say what you mean to say. Come on, I'll be like, we better say what you mean to say. And that's just what I'm going to do. I'm going to say what I mean to say. I'm not going to say what somebody else said. Because y'all know how YouTube is. People come up here and they swear they got a problem with you. Then as soon as they talk to you, they tell you about everybody else's problem with you. Baby, don't tell me about somebody else's problem with me. What you is, them? Are you they shit? Cause I see what they eat made you the shit. You are the shit now. So you gonna tell me cause you they shit. No, don't come talking to me about nobody else. Especially no other grown folk. You better be coming to talk to me about a little kid. And if they're a little kid, I'm gonna ask why they in my business. Cause I only run with adults. I don't get into no kid shit. Me and kids don't hang out. No, you should never ask to be accepted. Yeah. That's why I live by the phrase, if you like me, you like me for me. If you love me, then that means that you love me for who I am. And if you don't, that's cool too. It's that simple. It's cool too. You don't have to like me. But you have to respect me because that's what I'm giving. Period. Period. That's why I try my best. It's like shit, even when I'm talking about this shit and I'm saying I'm not judging nobody. I can look more and then just see what I'm seeing or see what I or speak on how what I've thought. But come on. And I'm not perfect. And never shooting to be perfect. Never will be perfect. Never. Ever. But I tell people, if you just give me the same respect I'm giving you, we'll be good. That's it. And don't worry if you don't. I'm bilingual. I could speak in other language, not literally. I don't speak no other language, but you want to speak fool, you want to speak clownery, you want to speak nonsense, you want to speak facts. I can do all of them. We can speak them. I speak all of them. I choose not to. And I think sometimes when people want to stoop me there, why am I stooping down with these motherfuckers and I already came from there? And so I don't. You know what I mean? I just don't. Man, Marianne, I can't believe it. We almost coming to the end of November. I can't wait to sit back and count them out. I can't. I think I'm doing good this month. Like I said, my highest day is pretty high in one day, so I'm doing good for the month, actually. Actually, but I think I done did too much talking about YouTube because I done, that'll always get 8,000 M&Fs out my mouth. Out my mouth. Now I feel like a perv. Hey, peace and clues. Peace and cues. Clues. See how I see? I told you. You'll see what letters you need to see and decide on the word. And it's like, no, I need you to look back at that word. Hey, you don't have to drag, but see, that's you too. I seen you in a comment saying, "Oh, I can't believe she did that," to now I'm a dragon. How you nothing? You this? You? Now I know everything about you. I know who's this. I know who. Like I said. I wish people would take all these investigating skills they wouldn't go solve some crimes, go solve some unsolved murders, go solve some, you know what I'm saying? Give us some real, yeah, put in some real work. Put in some real work. But sitting on here finding out which subscriber might be ill or who you can talk about or what they look like or how much they weigh, how much they crib costs if they own it is some irrelevant shit to me. It ain't gonna make nothing better or worse in life. Like it's just, it might make it worse. It might make it worse. You better put your tree up. You know, look, I'm in a hotel, and I was thinking to myself, like, wait a minute, I have to have some kind of Christmas form in here. Like I have to when December comes. If I'm in here in December hits, I have to because I'm not gonna take away. If I always say to myself, if this was my last, would I want it to be like this? And it wouldn't. So I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna enjoy it. And somebody who on the streets who wish they was sitting in the room. So, whose birthday? You know I love November babies. Whose birthday? Oh, to my charity. I'm gonna clear this one off of my own mind. I'm gonna clear this one. I'm telling you, I'm gonna do it every month. I'm gonna figure it out. And if I ever cancel the F word out on saying it, at least on the internet, then I'm gonna find something else that's a flawed word. I say that, on here. Not just flawed for, if you want to build and continue to brand and everything else, some things you gotta take out. Some things just gonna be a part of you. I mean, I'm who I am. You know what I mean? So I want you to see who I am. Not that's what's wrong with half people. They want to tell you they one thing, and then somebody find out a little bit of something who they are. They shame. I'm not ashamed of who I am. I'm ashamed that I was ashamed, so ashamed of who I was that I held back from enjoying who I was and letting the world get to, because all of us are individuals and we can go through the same exact thing and we're going to come out of as different people. Even if it's all what we came out strong, both strong, it'll be different strengths. We both came out weak, it'd be different weaknesses. We all different. Yeah, I was thinking about like if I'm here, I might just get one of those little trees, like the little, mm, I don't know, but just something to go into the spirit. Definitely, my movies will get watched. Like all the Back to Futures came on USA last night. That's a movie I like to watch around the holidays. Coming to America, of course, National Lampoons, A Christmas Story. You know what I mean? So many. So I gotta watch all those no matter what. Nino, we don't want to listen to you lick your butt. Oh yeah. Yeah, my birthday is the 22nd, next Tuesday. Tuesday is my birthday, yeah. Ooh, a pink tree. When I was young, I didn't like artificial trees because I liked the whole going to get a tree and everything else. But then when you get older, like the trees come with so much. The pines falling, the animals getting into the water, um, having to throw it out. Just work on work on work on work. And then I started getting into the artificial trees. And I liked them. But I've never done a color tree. But this year I was thinking about honestly doing a white tree. I don't know why I've never done that, but then I'm like, because with some things you're just so traditional. that you feel like if you step out the box, I guess it won't be. But I actually like white trees. I don't know why. You can always donate to my travel expense. That makes me travel because I even more and more. Yes, I will always take donation to my travel expense. No, she's talking about with the donation to the cause. I said for the month of November, every time I dropped the F bomb, it was worth $1, and that at the end of the month I would pay it off to some work to a fundraiser. We haven't decided which one that'll be. We'll start on that like the 26th, figuring out where to be, and I'm gonna donate every for every day, for every stream, for every upload I did where I dropped the F bomb out my mouth. I will pay that dollar out of my own pocket. So she was making a joke saying she would pay to that foundation, but when it comes to that, I will truly pay for that out of my own check. I really wanna put my money where my mouth is with that because it's a give back and shit. I love that word. Oh, it's just something about it, baby. It's just something about the word. It means so much. It can mean I'm angry, I'm happy, I can't believe it. I just, oh, it just means so much to me. Mm. You've never had a real tree? Now, when you get those real trees, you always got to get them so close to Christmas. So we would always get our real tree on the 17th. That was our tree day. Thank you, Martin. Martin. Oh, that sounds like fun sweating. Shower in the waterfalls alone sound like worth being there forever. During the pandemic, I was looking at all these new things. So I found out about like the tree people and like they live in these trees and they're almost like I can't even tell you the thing, but it's like not. And I thought, Danny, could you really make it living with the tree people in the trees? Like you think you want to be that far in nature? Then I thought about bugs crawling in my bumski and all kind of stuff, and I said, wait a minute, I don't know if I could be with them. But it was actually a group, and they lived like I don't even remember where it was, but they were definitely in the trees. They were definitely like the tree people. It is. It is peace and yes, it is. It is, and that's why I have to minimize it. It's gonna be one of their block ones, but see, I'm so hard headed and stubborn. I'm probably just gonna find another way to say it without saying it, but it means exactly that. Just how people say, "See you next Tuesday." I might be like fun undercover. I don't know, but I promise you, I'm gonna find a way. But I need to, on my professional, like I said, on my better side, I can be in places and not curse at all the whole time I'm there. You know what I mean? Really, because I just use a different, but y'all know if I'm keeping it a buck, I get comfortable. I get comfortable. But yeah, so that's why for November, December, it is definitely, because like I said, I'm really trying to curve it. But hey, we in the give back month, so we not giving no fucks. We dropping it. We dropping it for the month because it's gonna give back. And that's what I'm putting in the thing because I give so much of a if. Yes. Oh wow. Thank you, Margie. That's what I said. Thank you. Then I read your little message in the cash out. Thank you, sis. Thank you. It's much appreciated. I'm a strong believer. If anybody give you a dollar, they think you should be grateful because they didn't have to, and it was something. It plants a seed of something. Yeah, it'd have to have the running water. The running hot water would have to exist because it's so much. You real oh man, there's so much I can do with the water. I can wash, I can cook. It's so much I have to have good running water. That's whatever I know you ain't. I ain't got to touch or because you'll sit down thinking, how am I sitting here in the ground or whatever I'm sitting on is hurting my butt. Really, that's a good thing. Because Kurt's word was corn. Okay. See, I'm telling you, we gonna come up with a way to be in here. You could say whatever, really. You could have let it loose. Just like I really want to get on. Sometimes you ever just kind of had a feeling, but if somebody asks you how you were, you just be like, I'm good or fine. Like I want to be able, because we just being real. Like emojis, like having emoji for happy, emoji for a good day, emoji for just like stressed or tired or not feeling too well or down. Just there's emojis already for that, but I'm just saying, just taking five basic emojis and for us, like that are out here that everybody can have, because it's different. If you're Apple, if you're Android, it's all these different emojis. But if we can just have, I don't know, a way to let each other know, because then because sometimes you just don't even feel like saying it. You're going through and you just don't feel like coming and say, "Hey, I'm going through." But now if we dropping, I'm saying whatever it was, but I just really want to make a village that no matter how big it gets, we don't forget each other. You know what I mean? We don't forget. We don't have time. Like I said, these are great moments. I never get when I see content creators knocking smaller groups, smaller chat. These are the best moments ever. This is what builds the foundation. This what builds the room that lets people know, like, oh, that room get all, how they get over there. They one sided over there. They not. We up in here showing love. We making people check their room now. And the funny thing is, sometimes we be in the same room, so it's us. We just genuinely us. You don't have to put on no facades. I'm not in the gang. I'm not blood in, blood out for the day. You know what I'm saying? I'm just on the internet enjoying myself. That's it. Nothing's wrong with that. Nothing's wrong with that. And y'all know already, for my birthday, I gotta come on here and kick it with y'all. I came on last year and kicked it. I didn't care if nobody was on there for somebody's. I don't remember. I remember people was in there, but I just came on and kicked it. But I didn't actually come on my birthday, the day of my birthday, because I did have. I came. I think I came later that day. Either it was later that night or the next day. I really think it was the next day I came live. But that day when I first woke up, I was in a good mood, but then I was down. This is first my year away from my kids, first year away from my twin. Um, and I got myself down, and then I said, "Oh no, not today! Oh, not today! You could have me 364 days, but today you got to know." I told y'all I'm the only person that literally plays for a king celebrate when I'm a whole woman, but there's it's something in that song. I want to sing, sing, celebrate for the year, celebrate. I get real charged since I was a kid on that one. That and oh, that gets me charged. That and Happy Birthday by Stevie Wonder. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. He is like, I mean, if there was a such thing as a cloud chasing dog, I can't wait for his birthday. I'm gonna take away his shine. I wonder if he'll let me put him in a doggy crown on his birthday. I know he won't. Nino does not do clothes. He does not do that kind of stuff. He's like, please, no, woman. I tried to put him in a Christmas sweater 2 years ago, and he looked depressed. Wait, you missed your birthday? Oh, no wonder. No wonder. I got so many May birthdays that are important to me. The 4th, the 5th, the 14th, the 16th, the 24th, the 22nd. Those are all like super, I mean, like very important people to me in their birthdays. My mom, my grandma, you know what I'm saying? Really important people are in those dates. In May. May is one of those months. Nina, be nice. Mm-hmm. Oh, you have a channel? Well, we gotta definitely drop the link. May 7th. Oh, no judgment over here. There's no judgment over here. Because let me tell you one thing I love about honesty and I love about keeping it real. I just stood in front of it. What am I hiding? What am I doing? You know what I mean? Just like if there's a story out there and you stand in front of it. That's why celebrities, that people be telling them like, hey, you got to get in front of this story or we got to get on top of this story. Because if we don't, we leave all this shit lingering out here, people going to start assuming. And once that assume bus start, oh, baby, that thing never pulls over, but yet it keeps picking up people. I don't know how, but the assume bus, well, baby, the stories will keep going. It'll go from this big of a story to the Sears Tower. It's the biggest story you ever heard in your life. It's just like, oh, too much. I get in front of it. Mm-hmm. Damn. I just, what I'm saying, I like to get in where I'm fit in. So like when I'm old enough and wise enough and to make decisions of like, oh, I know I like this one there. No one can make me feel bad about that because I'm going there. I didn't go in there because, oh, that's my enemy. You know what I'm saying? That's my enemy's enemy. So I'm over there. I didn't go over there because, oh, I needed them to speak for me because I don't have a voice. I went over there because I wanted to. And you know what? I have an attention deficit, but yet you managed to keep my attention. So therefore, that says a lot to me. If you can hold my attention and I can go through, baby, you already won. And you'll have me listening. I might not have originally wanted to listen to you, but if you got my attention, I'm gonna listen to your version. So I should go where you wanna go. Just stay out the shit. And not for me, for my sake, for your own. And it's middle fingers forever to anybody who is, you know what I mean, doing you wrong, period. That's for all of us. That's how I feel about anybody doing me wrong. They can keep it moving. Because I am. Wait, what you say? I'm gonna need to drop your channel. You have a channel? Shit. Cause I'm all about support over here. Cause all of us are creators with our own lane and what we do, but shit, I just support what people. I tell people one thing about me supporting. I'm supporting you because I believe or I'm interested or everything else. You know, you ain't forcing nobody because you put it out there. People do what they want and they go where they want. And I told y'all, everybody, when it comes to subscribing to somebody, you should do them like people do church. Don't just go in on the first time because you had a good time. So go on and join. Go a few times. And like I said, please, I wish I would think that subscribers would only have one platform they was watching. The Pearl Sucker. Laura. I like P's and Q's. I like Laura too. I had an auntie Laura. But I do like P's and Q's. And sometimes I'm telling you, Sweaty, when it gets crazy around the places that you're in the most, you need to go somewhere new. And sometimes you go somewhere new and you really they just as crazy as these motherfuckers. They just being nice because I'm not in the shit. But it also shows you how much fun it is when you was just there but not in there. And that's why no matter what, I'm not gonna get too deep or I'm gonna speak up for myself. Or but like I said, I'm a creator, you're a subscriber, you shouldn't have to be speaking up for yourself. Cause I'm a whole content creator and I'm not about to be sitting defending myself to a whole bunch of other adults who don't pay my bills, who we not getting it on and cracking, who, you know what I mean? They don't sign my checks. I can't see myself having this deep battle with them. For what? For what? For what? Next, are we gonna battle in a dance off? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what's next. And then last we meet for a dance. I mean, after the dance off, then what's next? Then what's next? I don't know. I never know on here. I never know. But I'm just there. But sometimes it's good to go to a new area and see that there are good people. So what you'll notice about with me is you'll see content creators come in who are coming from totally different areas. They don't know who some of these people are, and they're going into other areas because they're saying, "Hey, let me just see who some of these people are," or they're getting to learn other people. But we can all move around. You should be able to do that, and you should do that. Because I promise you, one thing I'm gonna tell you about over here is you can walk away and come back, and they're gonna still be telling the same story you already know. You ain't missing shit. You ain't missing shit. You might miss a couple of dirty deleted videos, but don't worry, somebody got them. Somebody got them. There's no such thing. It's the internet. It's never gone. It's always here. So you ain't missing shit. You ain't missing a damn thing. And I promise you, the same 10 players gonna be involved all the time. They just gonna switch up where they switching up, but it's gonna be the same people. Mm-hmm. Then you gonna get some add-ons. Then you gonna get some people that's gonna add on. Then they gonna completely go off. They gonna leave. They gonna not from the internet. Not from the internet. People famous words. I'm leaving the internet. They still be on it. Say you leaving this chat. And you ain't even got to say that. That's what I'm telling y'all. I'm never going to tell nobody you ain't got to give me no departures. But I love that one. You ain't got to give a departure. This ain't a plane. But you really don't. Trust me, people notice when you've been there on time and you ain't there no more. You ain't got to say nothing. They know. They know like, damn. Danny used to be in them comments. Every time we said something, she had something to say. Now, she don't even come through here and say hello. And it'll mean something. And if it don't mean nothing to them, that's fine too. But it'll mean something to you. Some peace. And hashtag winning. Peace is a privilege. But peace is a must. That's something I must have in my life. I don't want to be in no bullshit with nobody all day, every day, period. I got better shit to do. You're looking the lives every day I have a name. Oh no, I'm done. We gotta stop. Where's the peace? Oh, I'm back on the bullshit. And it's just all week. You be like, damn, your live every day is more. It's explaining to me just each title. Let's take it back to 99. You be like, oh my God, we going back to 99? Y'all wasn't even on YouTube in 99. Oh yeah. Now you know what else, Sweaty, I like to do with YouTube? Like if I'm not able to sleep, I like to either look up like random old things I used to like because they're always on YouTube. So like I love this show called oh my God, it had Andy Dick in it. It wasn't called The Apprentice. It was called like oh my goodness, it was on VH1. I thought that show was hilarious. So I looked that up. Or I just look up old stuff, or sometimes I'll look up movies I haven't seen in a while. And I don't know why I won't go just watch them on my Fire Stick. I could pull any of this stuff up. I just sometimes I'll be like, I just want to watch it on my phone or on my computer. And so I'll always come to YouTube. Yes. Yes. Troll it. It do. It do. A long lost sibling. I don't either. That's what I said, y'all. We all have more things in common than different. Of course, we're gonna all have obvious things that are different, but we got more things in common that we can relate to, understand. Yep. Yeah. I told y'all I suffered from insomnia from my teen years until last year, and I won't make no promise about it that when I would watch Terry Lynn and she was having them overnight lives, I don't care if everybody talk about her like a dog for those. I'm so grateful for those. And it's so crazy because I told you I'm so about getting signs from my ancestors and the people who have passed away that I love. And my granddaddy says reckon, used to say reckon all the time. I reckon your mother will be home soon. And Terry Lynn said reckon. And one day I was listening to her live and she said reckon. And when she said reckon, I knew it was a sign, just like a sign to me from like not that she was talking like my granddaddy was talking through her, but just a sign. Just a sign of something that's a comfort to me. And then I would listen and I would laugh. And then, like I said, you get in the chat and I'd meet Margene and all these people and we would laugh and joke. We weren't sitting in the chat like, who's ugly? Who's this? Who's stinky? Who's snatch? Who's this? And even when we were talking about shit, the chat would actually be talking about other stuff too. So it's not about what you saw. It was about, did you see everything? And it's not about, you know what I mean? So, like I said, but it was days, and then just one day, I was like, I'm gonna lay here and listen, not sit up and listen. Because when I sat up and listened, I was up all night listening. But I was like, I'm just gonna lay here and listen. And I find myself 1 minute typing in the chat, then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stop typing in the chat. And then I'd go to sleep. And then I'd go to sleep. I literally, and this is a fact, and from like at least 14 years old, from like 14 years old until I was at least 30 years old, I know for a fact I didn't have 8 hours of sleep. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Sometimes I didn't go to sleep. And people say, oh, there's no way you do that. You can't tell me what I can do, and I know I did it. My body would, if it could get 4 hours of sleep, oh, it was kicking somebody's ass. 5 was like a blessing. Like, oh, you took 5 hours of straight sleep. Now, some days when I don't sleep, or like I was just up those last few days, it took me a week to bounce my body back. I would say, because see, my body can still go into that where my adrenaline or my anxiety or whatever, but this time it wasn't a negative thing that had me up or stress that had me up with my insomnia. It was just my adrenaline. I'm somewhere different. My eye, I'm excited. We're having a good time. I don't want to miss a moment. You know what I mean? Because I know these just a couple of days. So with all that, I stayed up, but it took me a week for my body to feel better. And I just thought, man, think of all the years you were torturing your body. Maybe you ended up in some of your surgeries because your body never rested to do what it needed to do. Who knows? But these days, I'm like, I got to sleep. And then some days I can't sleep. Some days I sleep backwards. I'm up till 4 or 5 in the morning, and then I sleep during the day. So I don't knock somebody if they on here all night. That I guarantee if they weren't, they'd just be up all night. We've all had so much on our mind you couldn't sleep. The people got to come on here and tell me why they was up on their StreamYard talking. If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. My mom and sister still love books. They love turning pages. But they'll do audio books because, they got Kindles and all that, but they love turning pages. They always say that. Yep. That's how it be. You get a couple in a row, you're like, oh my God, I've done something. I feel so rested and rejuvenated. You be like, you ain't slept. Hmm. Wow. Mm. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, 11 days. Wow. But like when that stress is up in that mind, because that would happen every time I tried to go to sleep, my mind was way more awake. It was loud. It was thinking. It was worrying. It was a bunch of shit. It was just doing a bunch of shit. And I could not sleep. Sometimes I couldn't even lay down. I'd just get up. I'd get up. Y'all don't know how many times, man. It could be 2, 3 in the morning. I'd run out to the stove. I didn't care because I could not sleep. I couldn't sleep. And I remember one day just thinking, like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Like, I just want to go to sleep. Like, I was literally tired early and I thought I'd go to sleep. And some days I would think that, like, if I was tired early, like, okay, by tonight I'm going to be exhausted enough to go to sleep. I'm going to be so exhausted I can't sleep now. I can't. Then sometimes I was like, okay, maybe if I just sat around people and had company, I get tired. And nope, you just stayed up longer. I counted sheep. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all. At one point, when I was in my early 20s, my late teens, early 20s, one of the reasons I think I used to drink too was because Some days you could drink so much that you literally touch that bed and passed out. I really did. Some days I thought I just want to freaking go to sleep. I kid y'all not. I'm just keeping it a buck. I probably should have done a sleep study once in my life. Okay. Hypersomnia. Somnia. Mm-mm. No, Martine. You met your husband months after their disappearance? Wow. Hmm. Yeah. Y'all can I be so tired and still can't sleep? And then for me, and I don't know about anybody, like how you said you went on those 11 days. For me, it's just like what happened with when I was in Vegas and that final day on Monday when I was out there, that last day by myself. Um, that's how it was Sunday, that last day out there by myself to Monday. My body gets so exhausted, it starts shutting itself down. You can start feeling your legs. I literally can't remember something I'm saying. You know what I mean? I lose track in thought. So if I have to think about what I'm talking about, I can't think straight. And then it just starts shutting down, and I know it's coming. And then I'll start, it's not even like a headache, but it just feels funny and awkward. And I start feeling like I'm losing control of my body. I'm just losing complete control of my body, and then it has to shut down. I have to lay it down because if I don't, it's about to give. My legs, my body, my arms, my hands feel staticky, like my body is shutting on me. It's just saying, "Oh, we're gonna show you we control you." So yeah, he's like, "Oh." I told y'all I was on that live in that hotel on that Sunday. I was just moving my legs because, and the whole reason I was moving my legs, they were going to sleep. Like, like I could feel it in my legs. And then that tingly feeling, I was like, oh no, 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 no! This is my body shutting down. I know just what it is. I know because I've been here before, many a times, where I'm like, you have really burned this candle on both ends. Mm. Because it's always something else. It's always something else, and that helps to contribute to the other. Yeah, it's always something else. Mm. And that started your insomnia, Margine? Oh yeah, because it's hard to learn when you haven't got the rest. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wait, what is a what? Circadian? What is that? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, because when I that's the first step. When I first start getting exhausted, way before the breakdown come, but that first step of that delirious is all the giggling, like a little kid. I can't stop laughing. Everything is funny. You know what I mean? Just And that's that exhaustion is kicking and saying, baby, you should have known when you was cracking up at every single thing under the sun. It was warning you, when you gonna get your ass in that bed? And that's why I watch funny things before I go to bed. Nothing heavy, nothing that can trigger me, nothing to make me anxious, nothing to, you know what I mean? Because if I do, my mind will start racing and I won't be able to go to sleep. I won't be able to stop. I won't be able to shake that. So I don't do that. So like I said, I learned to really protect myself the right way by doing what my body needed and giving me what I needed to be okay. Not if everybody else was okay. I have to live with me. I have to, you know what I mean? Mm-mm, mm-mm. Yeah, I've had the giggles. Yeah. Mm. So, what exactly is that, Marjane? Oh, yeah, because that's the other side of not getting any sleep. You can be very short and mean. Like, you know what I mean? Just nasty. Just, and you know what I mean? Times I don't walk into a McDonald's or something, somebody says something, and you going off, and it's like, hey, they went to sleep and probably came to work, probably. Who knows? Maybe they did. But you, the one, ain't been to sleep in 2 days and still kicking it like a rock star. I'm telling y'all, I live please. And when this song was out, I literally would be bumping this song, going, coming back, driving, coming back from somewhere. I ain't been asleep 2 days. And I'd be singing rock star lifestyle, Mike, don't make it, make it. It's been in life. Every day, click, wasted. For real. Cause I mean, in days of no sleep. Any song that had something to do with just being up and pop, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Margine, I had to learn. My best friend said it to me, and it's the best thing someone, one of the best things somebody ever said to me, and that was, she said, just start doing whatever it is your body do. So if you stay up all night and you have to sleep all day, then it has to be what it is. It's not like I'm missing work. Now, if you have to miss, then you have, you know what I mean. But other than that, I just had to switch how my body did it. And when I did that, my mind eased enough where at least I could have it back where I had some nights where I had 4 or 5 hours of sleep. You know what I mean? Like last night, I had interrupted sleep because I went to bed, but then I woke up because I was trying to wait for something till midnight. Um, I was trying to wait, and then I'm like, oh God, when is Cash App gonna clear this money? Because when it comes from account, it takes so long. Like I need them to clear it so I don't have to before I go to work. We going to pay my bill. I want to get it done tonight. Then I fell asleep. Then my body woke itself up because I realized I was supposed to have been up at 12, but then it was like 2. But then I was like in this foggy sleep where I was just like, oh God, no. And then I went back to sleep. And then my body jumped up again because it remembered you still didn't do this before. And then I looked and I was like, let me go do this now. So then I went and did it at 6 o'clock in the morning. Then I went to lay down and I was exhausted because I had this kept jumping up because my brain wouldn't stop thinking about what I had to do. And then I lay back down and then I'm like, oh God, I have to get back up and start getting ready for it. Then I got ready for work. Then I left and it was freezing. And now I'm sitting here. And so when you think about it, even in yesterday, it was the in, out, sleep. And then you have a long day. And then, so I still have terrible sleeping habits. And like when you see, like if you have insomnia or something, you see it on your family member or your kids, like that's when you realize how scary it is and how bad it is, like on your body. And like you wish that, like I said, I sat and thought myself, like, why are you so different? But I've learned it's a lot of people who suffer from insomnia. That's what I've learned. Mhm. Okay. Oh. So is that one of the things where you can end up getting like what else called stents where it drain the brain from the fluid from your brain? You know how we had the things in here that go through the body that's helping to drain that extra fluid. I'm gonna look into that. Oh, okay, that's good. You read the books instead. Mm-hmm. Oh, Marianne, you're young. Sorry, I know that's not what you were talking about, but I thought about her earlier. You said you were old, and I said, wait a minute, you're young. Mm-hmm. I know that's right. I know. Let me tell you something. Everybody asking about SSI, Hunty. Let me tell you something. I put in an application for SSI. They. I mean, I know it's a whole process. Denied. They always say it's denied, denied this. I'm just not one of those people. Like I'm fighting you during a time I shouldn't really be doing. Like I can't. I can't. That's just it's so annoying. They wonder why so many people that are still like working and all this when they should be sitting still healing and getting better and everything else. Well, guys, I'm just realizing I'm gonna wrap this up in 5 minutes because you see, Nino just gave me a whole because it's about to be midnight, which means it's the last time he goes out. So he's gonna let me know, like, honey, you're never on here at midnight. So I know we're gonna have to wrap this up. Mm. Oh man. Oh, good for the good doctor. Oh man. Mm-hmm. And then that work was putting extra stress on you. And I'm sure it's making everything worse. Mm. Okay, yeah. So I didn't know that was a name for it, but I know when they talk about the fluid. So I remember when I was maybe about I had to be about 20. I kept feeling like water was always in my ear. Like that's how I felt, like my ear was wet, like water was in my ear and it wasn't draining. And so, they ran tests. But one of the things the doctor was telling me about sometimes, like, when you're the drainage paths that you have from your brain through, that sometimes what can happen is some people have a drip. Or he was explaining to me being young and just being scared by him saying something like that. I was like, oh Jesus, let me get away from that. But that's how I even know anything about that. Mm. Oh, you are such a fighter and a survivor, Marjorie. You all are some strong women. You are. No wonder. And when it comes, and not saying you up, but when you hear stuff like this, it's no wonder everybody got the guards up. Because I've been fighting. I've been fighting. My health, the world, life, predators, attackers, evil bitches, all kind of stuff. That's a lot to fight. But I am loving how we are sitting here just talking with each other. If old stanky butt ain't had to go outside. Mm. Oh wow, that's right. See, this is what village and community is all about. Is knowing that we can count on each other, that we can call each other, we can talk to each other, we can. Man, I love to see stuff like that. That's what I love to see. Wait, yours too much. He literally just on the bed said, and then I looked at him. He came and sat over here, nice and right. Look, look. Hey, Bob. Hey, Bob. Hey, yeah, Bob. Bob, it's not time to say God bless you. Good night. I still wait, Bob. I still really got 1 minute. And we was just chilling, and I know you ready to go. I don't even want to say the word because I know you get too excited if I say it. You're gonna think that means we're going right this second. We getting ready to go. I promise you. Give me 5 minutes, boy. Okay? Yeah, I know it's midnight. How do you want to feel time so much? I don't know how y'all. He always seem to know just what time it is when I said something. Except when I say it's time to go to bed. Okay, bub. Give me 5 minutes. All right. Thank you, Bubba. He said, honey, I know it's midnight. He said, I need to. How do dogs try to tell time, y'all? Oh, oh, it's coming out your ears and oh. Mm. Yes, Mary, you know you know your godson, that child, that child. Okay, that's good. Right, it lets him know. That's all. And you know what's so bad? Sweaty. He just went out before I came out. That's what I had outside. I got home at 7. At 7:30, I had him out at like 8:10. I walked to the store with him. Mm. And Lord knows I do not like having him out when I do not like just sitting him out because I'm like, oh, this when everybody's gonna come out the door. They gonna just cold. So I was like, ain't nobody coming out nowhere. Oh, thank you, sis. Oh, definitely, definitely love you too, sis. Well, guys, I'm gonna go ahead because you know what? He done gave me our warning, so that means it's time for us to suit up. Woman, look, he just look. I can't even look over at him. I'm gonna go on and take him out because also that is the end of the night for us. As I take him out, that is his last time out. And once again, if I sit up all night, then it changes the routines we have. Otherwise, I get up at his normal 6. But other than that, guys, I have enjoyed myself. I'm glad I came on tonight and ran my mouth because I said I was gonna be tired, but as y'all can see, I'm wide awake. But I will go ahead, take him outside, and I will get back at you all in the morning. Thank you, Mary Ann. Don't forget, y'all, send prayers out for each other. Send love out to each other. Good vibes out to each other. You know what I mean? That's all we can do. Good energy to each other. Send it to each other. Don't forget, tomorrow, Tina has her percentage. Send good vibes. When you think of her name, send good vibes to her. Send prayers if it's what you do. Send, you know what I mean? But send it out to each other. Margene, I'm glad you and Sweaty exchanged information because you never know. And we should all do that. You know, when you find somebody and we can talk, that's part of the village. It's the crown. Love on each other. Be there for each other. That's what village is all about. That's what community is all about. It's not about you like who I don't like. I mean, you don't like who I don't like, or you know what I mean? That's not what it's about. That's not what it's about. So, guys, I love you. Have a good night. I hope everybody gets a little bit of rest tonight. Something to rest our minds, our body, and our souls for a second, and we enjoy it. I hope you do. I hope you get some rest tonight, and I will see you guys tomorrow. See ya. Good night. Nino, no, God bless you tonight. Good night to the people. Or it's let's go outside. Look, it's let's go outside. All right, y'all. Say last, Nino. All right, y'all. Good night. Bye.